Good morning, everyone. As you already know, Jackson is out today. He is on assignment right now, doing business for TMZ. So you got Jim in front of the camera. You also have Melissa behind the camera. But let's go see what Harvey's up to.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Okay, do you all catch the live childbirth on Twitch? Awesome. We're going to talk to the woman today who gave birth on Twitch.
We got her.
Yep. Tens of thousands of people watched her give birth. We asked the question, why?
Well,
Okay, I got a lot on my mind. What's on your mind?
everyone is saying good morning.
Good morning.
Well, not happy, but they like seeing the Jim and Melissa combo. Some do.
There you go.
Some do.
Hello,
But
everyone.
I guess people are already asking about the live childbirth. So she was streaming.
This is going to be the future where, you know, everybody used to get baby pictures. Now you're going to get video of you being born.
Not just from a VHS camera.
No, that's what's going to happen. That's literally what's going to happen. You're going to get video of you being born.
Well, I mean, you now know streaming is huge and it's going well for us. So obviously other people hopping in the stream game, and you can pretty much stream anything at this point.
We will not show anybody in the office giving birth. We may show somebody at home, but not here. Not here. That is graphic. But it's the way of the future. I'm telling you, I believe, and people in this room think I'm crazy. In 5 to 10 years, people are going to have full relationships with robots. And it's so obvious to me. It's just so obvious that people have stopped communicating. They communicate by text. They communicate by email. They communicate with memes. But there isn't conversation anymore. And that is the core of social interaction. And when you start taking that away, which we've already done, and then you see a whole generation that's already grown up that hasn't really mastered the art of communication, of verbal communication, it's only going to get worse. And when people aren't communicating, they're not socializing properly. And when they're not socialized properly, they become isolated. And when you become isolated and lonely, you want that companionship. And meanwhile, somebody in the Silicon Valley is developing a robot that has human-like features, that feels like a human being, and eventually you will be able to have sex with that robot. And that is what's going to happen, I think. And people are going to have full relationships with robots, and they're going to be able to choose what they say, how they interact with you. Do you only get approval from them? And you basically pick your partner. And that's going to happen within 5 to 10 years. And a lot of people are going to opt out for this. And I really believe it. People think I'm crazy in here, but I really believe that's going to happen.
I mean, we're getting some comments. Society is doomed. That people are already building relationships with AI, like currently.
They're building relationships with AI, but it's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about full relationships where, and again, the robots aren't there yet, but there was a thing when I was, in my 20s and 30s, the thing that was being sold were these, the plastic dolls, in sex shops. It's the same thing, only this time they can talk back to you, they have a vocabulary, they'll even emote feelings, and it's just going to happen. It's just real obvious it's going to happen. To me.
Interesting comment. You're going to have to pay for people interaction in the future. Not really sure what.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. But, you know, and you say, oh, it's not as satisfying, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? There are people who have relationships that are never going to work out because they don't know how to communicate. And if you don't know how to communicate, you're never going to have a successful long-term relationship. So when people get frustrated with that, and then all of a sudden they say, well, I could either be lonely or I could get a robot that will keep me company, that will talk to me when I want and not when I don't, and do what I want and not do what I don't want them to do. Handwriting's on the wall.
We dropped the poll. Would you date an AI?
Well, not now, but
Not-
okay, well, what did they say?
Well, overwhelmingly,
Said
91% said no.
Right, but you're saying no now, but how old are you? How old are you? Is somebody 18 watching this? Somebody who grew up without really learning the skill of communication? Because I'm not talking about if you're in your 40s or 50s. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who grew up without conversation.
Somebody said a real smart AI, yes. Why not? Someone to talk to when you come home from work and meal prep.
They can do everything for you.
Yep.
They can do everything for you. It's not, why didn't you cook dinner? It's not, why didn't you take out the garbage? It's not any of that. It's, you tell it what you want it to do, and it does it.
They're curious, how much do you interact with AI? You've used it on the show a couple times.
I use it sometimes. I'm using it more and more to either check my memory on something or to find out something I don't know. I use it a lot.
It's
great.
Personally, for meal prepping and like exercise routines, coming up with like different like exercise routines, it's very resourceful.
AI is great. I think it's great.
But people building an emotional attachment to it, that's where it gets...
I mean, if you didn't see the movie Her, watch it. It's really good. And that's so crude, but I'm telling you, so obvious to me. I mean, this is just like right in the face.
I agree with you, Harvey. I'm over 65, 2 sons in their early 40s. I never hear from them unless it's a text. Just the social, the
And they're in their 40s.
Yeah.
Just, you know, look, I have a lot of young people who work here, and we've had an increasing issue getting people to talk out loud. And they're more comfortable on Slack or texting, and when they need to make a phone call, they'd rather send an email or a text. And it's an issue. It is an issue. And when you see that, you just figure, what's it going to be like, especially for people who don't work in an office, who don't have, you know, people around them where they end up, you know, having to talk to them. And then they get, you know, you work at home, you text your friends, and you become really lonely. And that's a big thing. Loneliness is a huge problem in America. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, and you can check me on AI, I believe the prior Surgeon General said loneliness was an epidemic in America. Can you check me on that, on AI?
Yeah.
That it was, I think the Biden Surgeon General said loneliness is an epidemic in America, I believe. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm right, I know, but you can check me. What does it say?
Yeah. Yeah, he said that.
It was a Biden,
Yeah.
Surgeon General. And it is. And it's, you think about it, people, they don't work around people. You know, everybody wants to work from home now, which I think is awful. It's awful for mental health. But, you know, you work from home, you text your friends, and your social interaction becomes more and more awkward. You don't like doing it because it makes you nervous, so you stop doing it, and then you just become lonely.
It was Dr. Vivek Murthy in 2023.
Yep, I remember seeing it.
Yep. So it's going to cause, it could cause significant public health threats and serious consequences for individual societal well-being.
Yeah. And it's just going to get worse. See, Anakin's learning a lesson here. He's nodding his head. nodding your head.
Agree, because this isn't new.
He's one of the more
I don't know
communicative
if
people.
you're not, the prophet here. This is an old thing. I feel like, old as in
Screw you then.
10 years, 10 years old. Not as old as a senile, but.
We asked the chat, would you supplement AI for loneliness? And currently 77% say no.
Bullshit. Bullshit. You will. And again, maybe it's not you, but it's the generation that's coming. And it's going to happen, guys. Trust me. I'm a lawyer.
Is it the Jackson generation?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jackson's in Dallas at a content creator conference, and I told him to go see the Texas School Book Depository building, to which he said, "The what?"
Social anxiety goes up because they don't know what a real person is when they see one in real life.
Well, so they know what a real person is. It's look, I mean, I'll be really honest. My life is, I don't want to say solitary, but, during the week, it's, getting here really early, leaving where I eat dinner and go to bed. And so I don't go out to big parties. I've never really done that. But, I went to one over the weekend, and it made me anxious at the beginning, especially, just because I wasn't used to being in crowds like that. And, I was thinking about, other people who have no, like, I'm in an office filled with people all day. So we communicate we talk all the time. And so it's not like I don't talk to people, but being in like big social groups, it makes me nervous. And when people have no contact during the week, and then on the weekend they have to make choices, and their choices are what? To go out, to a bar with a lot of people where you have to talk? No. So they go in a dating app, and which is fine, but then where is the social interaction during the week? And it becomes more and more difficult to then become that social being.
Yeah.
And then you're left with what?
I will say a lot of people my generation, my age, when you ask them, oh, how did you meet your significant other?
On a dating app.
It's dating apps.
I know. And in my generation, it was at a bar.
At the bar, out at a park.
Yeah, or a party.
This is an interesting comment. I'm 79 and I love ChatGPT. I feel like I'm renting a husband for $20 a month.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. I'm starting to feel a little like Dr. Laura here, and I shouldn't be doing that. So maybe I'm outside of my realm here. Want to talk about something else?
Do you think anxiety is on the rise, or are people just talking about it more?
No, it's definitely on the rise, with good reason. I mean, the world is going to hell, and you look at what's going on right now, and it's worse than when I was growing up. It's just worse.
And Justin Harris says, after COVID, I'm no longer social. COVID played a huge...
COVID fucked people up. It fucked people up. And it's one of the reasons I think there's been a real backlash. It's funny because, I was thinking, am I going to get the COVID vaccine? And I would have jumped to say yes a while ago. And I'm going to do it, but it constantly makes me think we went overboard. We went overboard with healthy people. And that, isolating the way we did, where people, afterward, I remember seeing people driving in their car alone wearing a mask, thinking, what the, and I still see that. And it's like, what are you doing? And people are so freaked out by it that everybody, I think they went overboard. And I think, taking kids and telling, kids can't go to school. Why can't they go to school? Well, they may have grandparents. I get it. Keep the grandparents away from the kids, but let the kids socialize. No, we're not going to do that. And it fucked kids up really bad.
Well, even people my age where we didn't come to work for 2 years.
I know.
And I think that leads to the whole that led to the communication
totally
where we
does.
all got used to just
totally does.
slacking.
And then everybody said, oh no, we want to work at home. We want to work from home. The best thing I did was eventually say, no more work from home. And I think I did it for people in the room as much as I did for the business, because it's fucked up just to be alone all the time and lose that skill. And I just think COVID is going to have such a lasting effect on the whole generation of, 16-year-olds who, from junior to senior through senior year, they weren't around anybody. Mm-mm. And then all of a sudden, those critical years of developing, or, 8 to 9, those critical years of developing, you never had them. And it's going to have an impact. And it's going to have an impact for the rest of their lives. I really believe that.
People that lived during much worse pandemics and didn't overreact like some people today.
Well, a lot of people died in other pandemics. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you look at the plague, a lot of people died. And it God. Okay, when you look at who died, there was a large percentage of people who were either obese or, had underlying serious medical problems. And I get that they want to isolate, and that makes sense. But if you're not, if you're healthy and you're not old, and even old, if you're old but in good shape and good health, even then, like, I regret being as extreme as I was. I regret it. I mean, I should have gone down to the beach. I mean, it's...
Oh yeah, they even closed the beaches here, and they closed like the hiking trails.
I know. And I really regret it. But certainly, like, somebody in their 20s or 30s who's healthy, I mean, Jesus.
Going kind of back to just the social aspect, I agree. I'm at an age where I don't know how to meet people, and I'm scared I'll be alone forever.
I get it. I get it. And what you have to do is you have to just power through it. I mean, I know that sounds like, just suck it up. But it's kind of true that if you do it and you suck it up, the next time you do it will be easier. If you really go through with it. And it's hard. And you can't assume you're going to go out somewhere and then meet somebody automatically. But you go out and you're nervous, and then at the end you say, well, it didn't kill me. And you can do it again and again and again. I mean, that's the only way of living. I got to tell you, it's the only way of living. It's just insane the way people are isolating right now.
A lot of people are agreeing with you on this topic. We should listen to Harvey, people.
I've been around. I mean, it's really true that, when I was growing up, there was no computer. There was TV, and that was actually a distraction. My mom used to kick me out of the house if I watched too much TV, because she said, you got to play with your friends. And boy, was she smart. And I never understood it. I viewed it as punishment, and I don't even know if she thought through why I needed to do it. It was just normal, but I did it, and boy, was she right.
It's nice to know that I'm not the only one going through stuff like this.
Everybody's going through this. Everybody's going through this, because what happens is it's not just you, it's you lose your friends who are victims to this. So there are people who you communicated with that you can't have that connection anymore because they don't have it. So it's not just you, it's the person on the other end too. And that ultimately affects you because it closes your social circle, and eventually, unfortunately, it becomes way too small, if even existent. And I think that's just a huge problem in this country right now.
I used to talk to people in coffee shops and such. No more. They're either on their phones or they have AirPods.
I was at the gym today, and somebody walked past me, and I said, I said, morning. And they just kind of looked at me and walked past me. And I remember, and I said, kind of murmured out loud, I said, what's it to you? And I said, good morning. You know, it's like, it's just, it was so weird. I was thinking about it today. And people just, they devalue communication because they can't do it well anymore. Mm-hmm. It's really sad. It's really sad.
The chat does want me to inform you. Do you know about the Palisades fire arrest?
Yeah, that they made an arrest.
Yeah. There's a handful of people commenting on that thank God they found the person responsible.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Now, what I don't know is, because I didn't see the press conference, was this person intending to start a fire or was it negligent? Because I read fireworks. They think so. That it was intentional? Yeah. Boy, can you imagine?
Was an image he had created on ChatGPT of like a city on fire.
Oh, AI.
And you know, if you remember back then, the winds that day were perfect for a fire to do what it did. They
But
were
apparently he started it on like New Year's Day, and then it just sat there and.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. It was like smoldering.
Initially started on New Year's Day, and it smoldered for 5
Wasn't
days.
It the 7th?
Yeah, smoldered for like 5-6 days before it.
How could that be? Really?
I mean, that's what they said what the Fed said.
So it was fireworks. But wait a minute, so it was fireworks?
Not fire. No, not.
Well, December 31st would be.
Well, I don't know what he used. What did he use to actually?
But New Year's Day, people do fireworks.
I know, but what did he use to start the fire? Did they say that? It wasn't like an inadvertent, like he was setting off fireworks in it.
Wow.
They're saying he intentionally started.
People died
fire
in the fire, right? In Palisades?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did anybody die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they charging him with that? With manslaughter?
Video, like this is a screen grab.
No, not as of yet.
I mean, that's an interesting legal argument that if you start an arson fire and somebody dies, there's kind of a causal connection. And it's certainly reckless, if not intentional. And I don't see why they.
Wow.
Hey, Jason. Jason, come here. If somebody intentionally starts a fire, and they're an arsonist, and it burns, through a neighborhood, and somebody dies, why would that not be manslaughter?
It's at the very least felony murder, right? Somebody dies in the commission of a felony, which would give you murder too.
You could make that argument, but what about manslaughter? Because that's murder is kind of there's a causal link.
Yeah, no, it's at least. Are you saying it shouldn't even be manslaughter?
No, I'm saying it could be manslaughter.
No, it definitely could, but it's actually worse. It's actually murder.
It could be felony murder because arson is a felony, and
under
somebody dies.
Federal statute, committing intentional arson where somebody dies, you can get it's a capital offense. It's death penalty applies to, assuming the allegations are true. It's
Where?
death penalty case. Federal death penalty.
If it's on federal land, this wasn't on federal land.
This is being charged by the feds. He's been arrested by the feds. He's being tried in the Central District of California.
What's the federal jurisdiction?
I have to look into it, but I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head because it does seem to be a localized state crime, but he's being charged in federal court. So I'll find out. Let me find that out.
That's interesting. Would you find out?
Yeah, I will.
That's interesting. Huh. Boy, I drove through Malibu over the weekend. My God.
It is still like.
It's just unbelievable. It is unbelievable.
All the houses that are gone, the buildings.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You want to go back to social interaction?
Whatever.
So social interaction should be taught in school, just basic communication skills to help avoid social anxiety.
Yeah, you teach it as a remote learning of computer. It's like, how do you teach that? You don't, to me, it's like you don't teach it, you do it. You do it. This is not something you teach. It's like, okay, everybody, say good morning. It's not something you teach. Now, Babcock is a social being. He knows how to communicate. He absolutely does. Babcock,
we have boom.
and let me tell you why. He worked in a restaurant and a bar.
I did.
And so he communicated with people for a long time
Yeah.
in a restaurant and a bar. And I think it helped you as a producer.
No, I think so too. Honestly, it's like some of the people I work with in restaurants were some of the most talented people that I've met. They're like really good at communicating, really good at having conversations with people. And it helps because that's what so much of what we do is making phone calls to people and getting people to talk to you and open up.
It's absolutely 100% true.
How responsible should the parents be held for the lack of social interaction?
You know, I mean, yeah, they're responsible, but
Kids not.
But I don't know. I don't have kids, but I just think if I did, how do you keep kids off of, playing games and
Right.
being on,
When I was a kid, you
Chats
go knock on your friend's door and ask him if he wants to have a catch. You don't do those things anymore. I don't think.
it's over.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's more dangerous now too. That's also something. But there's.
okay.
Yeah.
Eric's lurking.
Yeah. Harvey, mic
Do you
down.
need the mic on?
Yeah, Harvey down. Okay.
Oh, you can go loud.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, Harvey, mic up.
Trivia team names, and Netta and Chris are a team. Chris broadcast, and Netta came up with a suggestion. Reagan likes it, but he wanted to get your approval first. The Les and the Lad.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're starting a trivia. Eric's starting this whole trivia podcast, which is actually a good idea.
Yeah,
it's
it'll
really
be fun. It's gonna be really fun.
It's really fun.
All your favorite TMZ personalities under one league, competing to see who knows the most about pop culture.
So Netta, who is on our staff, and Chris, who is on our staff, they
We're finalizing team names.
and theirs is.
The Les and the Lad. It came from her. This was
How
her
dare you
suggestion.
say that, sir?
I'm gay. I can say it's fine, but it came from her. But yes, so we just wanted to make sure we're good with that. But
You got Jackson and I on the same
Jackson and
team.
Jim are on a team together.
Some veteran experience and some youth.
Yeah, it's a good balance of teams. It's
Good.
some fun personalities. So
It's gonna be fun.
Stay tuned.
We'll let you know about it later.
Are you about ready to start the Twitch?
Yep.
We're pulling her up right now.
Okay.
What about lunch, Harv?
Yeah, I do have a lunch option for you guys.
Ooh, already working the lunch options.
Either a poke bowl,
From where?
Pacific Catch,
Okay.
or you know what? I looked at this and I'll just do it. The chicken breast salad, which has chicken breast, tomatoes, onion. No, not that. The Milano salad, which has smoked turkey breast, hard-boiled eggs, avocado, mozzarella, and tomatoes.
That sounded
So it's
really
either the Milano salad or the poke.
All right, poke or a salad? We will throw that poll up.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Like, I mean, isn't his defense like, okay, you could get
Why were the feds, why was it, is it felony murder?
No, he's not facing in that, and I think we know why now.
Why?
He,
Called 911 right away to report it.
So wait a minute, so it wasn't intentional then?
So they
He
said
did-
he maliciously set the fire. That's the
yes,
term.
But then why did he call 911?
he calls, exactly, but then he calls 911. They actually come and put out the fire. He follows them and takes photos as they're fighting the fire.
Well, this is like the fire chief starting fires, which happened in L.A. with, I believe,
Except
Glendale.
not a fire chief, but anyway.
Well, no, it's the concept of an arsonist who then comes to the rescue.
I don't even know if it's even that. But whatever, the point is, they're there and they're fighting the fire. They believe, obviously, that they have put down the fire, but
And then a
a week
wind
later, it
kicks it up.
kicks up again.
Ooh, what an
interesting
interesting
that the-
defense.
So-
Did the fire department,
Like they failed.
did their failure,
Right. His defense is like, you can get me for maliciously starting a fire, whatever.
but you guys screwed up.
But you put that fire out. I reported it.
Yeah.
You put it out.
So there's another point.
Anyway. Yes. I
But wait a minute. But,
need something.
but when you start the fire and then you call 911, what you're doing is it's the idea that they want to be the ones coming to the rescue. I mean, this happens all the time.
Happens all the time. One other point, though. Apparently, it allegedly smoldered. I just listened to the U.S. Attorney's press conference. It smoldered underground for 7 days. So he lights the fire and it smolders. Are they going to have a tough time proving causation that this is
Well,
what
no, but what
caused-
Charles is saying
exactly
is
what we're saying.
the fire department came out. They said they put it out,
Yes.
but it wasn't fully out,
How do
and
they
then erupted
know
again.
that,
I don't know.
though?
I don't know.
If they knew that the fire was still smoldering, they would have put it out. So they thought the fire was dead. 7 days later, it comes up and they're
No, it's
surmising.
in the law. This is called causation. It's really interesting.
It's a federal crime. Under Harvey, you'd ask me. It's a federal crime. It can be. They didn't say it during the press conference, but if it affects interstate commerce, it can be a federal crime. If there's any land, I don't know if any of that's national park land or not, or if that, then it would be a federal crime. Or if it relates to hate crime, terrorism, or civil rights. They might charge it as a terrorism crime. I don't know. Or obstructs. It caused injury or death to federal officers that didn't do.
I don't understand why this is federal.
Yeah, but they didn't address it.
ATF definitely was.
No, it's being charged by the U.S. Attorney.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, great. Sign the deal. That's great. Okay, names?
Dolly just.
Pardon me?
There you go.
And
Well, which names are we using?
Fanny or Fandy
Fandy.
and
Yeah.
Brian?
And Brian.
And what's the baby's name?
Luna.
Okay, you can put him up. Hey guys, it's Harvey and Charles. Congratulations.
Thank you. Hi.
Thank you.
Wow.
I think this is a first for us, right? I don't know if we've
Is she's
ever had a newborn.
a big baby, isn't she?
Yeah, she's pretty big. Yeah, they weighed her at 8 pounds last night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. And so this all happened last night.
Yes.
3 a.m. Yeah, so 9 hours ago.
This is
Yeah, this
Wow,
morning, I
We've
guess.
definitely never
Have you ever seen those Surf Pro commercials where it says, looks like it never even happened? I mean, we're looking at you guys. Okay, well,
Yeah, I haven't slept yet, so.
okay, we're gonna move because we know you got stuff to do. Here we go.
What's that?
I have this as A1.
Oh,
Figure out if it should be later so you can just kick it off.
Okay.
I think it could be.
Welcome to TMZ Live. You have obviously seen pictures of newborns that the newborn can always keep as he or she grows up, and you can see what you look like as a baby. Well, there is a new kid in town who really is going to know what it looked like to be a newborn.
Yes, her name is Luna, and she arrived on a Twitch stream with tens of thousands of people watching it happen. That's because Mom happens to be a very famous Twitch streamer named Fandy. Normally, people are watching her play video games. This was not a game.
This was not a game.
They watched her give birth, and Fandy and her husband Brian are joining us right now, as well as Luna. Welcome to TMZ Live.
Hi.
Thank you.
Well, first of all,
We should say that this happened just
last night.
how many? A few hours ago? 9 hours ago?
She was born at like 2:42 this morning.
Yeah, so like 9 hours ago, yeah.
So 9 hours ago, well, you guys don't look the worse for wear, I gotta say. So good for you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Running on adrenaline, a lot of adrenaline.
Congratulations, number one.
Thank you.
And number two, why?
Why do this?
Well, I've been streaming for about 10 years, and I've kind of documented the past 10 years of my life pretty much, and a lot of the actual like pregnancy. We did a gender reveal on stream, and it was just a thing that I wanted to share with my community that I've had for the past 10 years, and so we did it. I got permission from Twitch, made sure it was all good and not against the terms of service.
They were very supportive, and it was
I am
great.
curious what Twitch said to you. What were the things you? Where was the line for Twitch? What could be shown and what couldn't be shown?
I basically was just like, I have this idea that I want to do. Is it cool if I do it? And as long as it's, I don't show anything that nobody needs to see.
no nudity and no blood.
Yeah.
No large amounts of like copious unnecessary blood. So
Yeah.
Well, no blood or no unnecessary blood? Those are
It's all necessary at that point.
two very big different things. Basically, just not a focus on it. So
Yeah.
So we should say, obviously, you've seen the video. It was you had a water birth at home.
Yes.
There were a lot of people, and not having gone through a childbirth myself, seemed like there were a lot of people in the room. Fandy, were you even aware of, I think I counted 9 people who were there, some of them documenting what was going on. Actually, I guess 10, including the camera person.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of them are like good friends of mine that have, been there for me and throughout the pregnancy. A lot of them are streamers themselves, and then I had 2 midwives there during the entire process. So I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who was holding my hand, who was pushing on me. I was so out of it, but yeah.
it was a group effort. Really glad they were there because it was just subbing in and out with the rubbing her back and keeping her supported, and they were all amazing.
You've done streaming, you've done Twitch for so long. It really does feel, I mean, you look at what Kai Cenat was doing last month, you look at what you're doing now, and it really is like the Truman Show. And I'm wondering is what you're doing and Kai Cenat and others, does it kind of, is shattering the concept of privacy, that privacy is no big deal anymore the way we used to see it?
I don't know how to answer that.
I think a lot more of our daily lives are definitely open to be shared. As long as you're fine sharing it and people are interested in watching it, I don't see any harm in it. As long as you're doing it in a respectful way, and I think we managed that well enough.
Yeah. By the way, my question wasn't a criticism; it was just an observation. That privacy just seems to be, I don't know, it's going by the wayside for good or bad or whatever, but it just seems to be.
More and more of everybody's daily lives is definitely available to be seen. I think it's a great thing. There's a lot of guys, for instance, that have no idea what goes into a birth. I sure as hell didn't. I had no idea what it was going to be that intense. And I think it was very educational. So and it was great to just share it with everybody.
There was a moment, I guess it was right before Luna arrived, and you were, Fandy, like very vocal, as moms who are giving birth will be. But I think, Brian, you just said it, like you hadn't been through it and didn't know how intense it was. I think for a lot of people watching also, you're right, they did, and there was concern, I guess, hearing that kind of, you moaning like that. I'm wondering if you guys had thought about, obviously you're sharing all this with your family there on Twitch, but did you think about what if something went wrong? That was one thing that as I was watching the clip this morning, I thought, so brave of you to do this because things can go wrong. Was that something you had discussed?
It's something we discussed with the midwives that we went with. They had a plan in place in case something was to happen. They have a hospital that was on standby if I needed to be transferred at any point in time, and they were very on top of it. They have done like thousands of births before, so I felt pretty comfortable
So how many eyeballs did you get on this? I mean, did you break? If you didn't break a record for this, something's wrong.
I think on my personal channel last night, it peaked at around 30,000, and that wasn't including everybody else who was also watching along that had thousands of viewers as well. So I didn't catch, I mean, I wasn't.
Yeah, we haven't had time to go over any of the specific numbers so far, but it was a lot more than we expected, to be honest. We were more or less expecting a lot of the people that come on a daily basis and watch to tune in, and it ended up being a lot more than we expected.
You know, you should have done it so that everybody who watched had to send baby clothes to you. You know? And it could have been like, okay, when Luna is 6 months, when Luna's a year.
You take
you
it.
wouldn't have to buy clothes for like 15 years.
I made a joke that everyone that was there when she was born was going to owe child support. So I am surprised that as many people stayed around as they did.
Well, listen, congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
It's really sweet. It's so good talking to you guys. Brian, it's like you are having such trouble concentrating on us because you're just staring at the baby.
Yeah.
She's just so beautiful. I'm just in awe. It's actually just too much for me right now.
Congrats, guys.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was really sweet.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I wonder what the comments were on their live stream. Probably much kinder than
than our live
some of ours.
No shit.
People in our chat are questioning why they would do this. It's all about money, 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 and
well, she does have a brand.
Yeah, why not?
She has a very successful brand on Twitch.
Why not? What's the problem with it? You don't have to watch.
But the difference is, you know, there is a difference in kind in watching someone play a video game and watching someone give birth.
Right, but you don't have to watch.
For her, I mean, she can do whatever she wants with her channel. And Twitch was cool with it. I wonder how they described the actual, I know I asked her, like, what did they not want? I wanted the exact language. Like, nothing below the waist. No, like you said, there you go again. Oops.
I got to get a paper towel.
Or you got to stop putting the... Oh, it wasn't even open.
Yes, it was.
No.
There's water all over the place.
No, it burst open when
No, I was drinking out of it.
Well, then why...
Excuse me, Charles.
I don't know, but it was drinking. I got it.
Why would the lid is literally closed?
It wasn't closed.
I'm looking at the can. Look.
Okay. Well, I was drinking out of it, okay? Here I go.
Weirdo.
Okay, if anybody slips, I'm giving you warning, so there's no workers' comp on this. Okay.
Famous last words.
Okay. Hey, can I go sparkling water?
That's the future. You just share everything with the world, right?
I still throw it.
what if the baby doesn't want that?
Yeah, like when Luna's gonna grow up and be like, I can't believe you guys did this to me. File a lawsuit against mom and dad.
Weren't you the one that came out at 2 in the morning?
Yeah, the chat's kind of leaning towards what happened to privacy. The baby didn't ask for this.
But by definition, it is privacy.
Oh, the baby didn't
make
ask
the
for this.
decision.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the baby could say they.
Oh, please.
What?
That's so woke.
You remember? That's the whole thing. The kid from the Nirvana album cover.
Yeah,
I know.
Sued.
One of the dumbest lawsuits, thank you, in the history of the world.
Same thing.
Cheers.
Well, now you've opened it. That's different.
Who cares if she has a brand?
Well, people watched it. I mean, there were 8,000 people watched it.
And it's always the whole point of if you don't like it, you can always look away. Just don't watch it.
There's something about it I kind of like.
I don't know that it's harming society in any way.
Remember the giraffe?
To see that.
Remember the giraffe?
I was thinking about it and I was like, I'm not going to bring that up with them. I was going to say, this is the last time I remember a birth being watched this much.
But the giraffe thing lasted days.
Yeah. And
people just watched to see when it was going to give birth. So, there you go. Okay, what are we doing as A2? Oh, God. Oh, my God.
What is it you don't like about them?
No, it's
He
not.
used to be a big fan of theirs.
No, I am. It's like we're doing everything below the waist in A.
I mean,
Well,
my
just
girl,
as we didn't show anything for the birth, we're not going to show anything on this segment either.
I'd be pretty pumped too if my girlfriend,
Huh?
yeah, made a song about it. Look, I mean, I can show everything they want to and make you pay for it on that other site. Why can't they show a live birth on Twitch?
Yeah, I have no problem with it. I have zero problem with it.
Some people are mad because they can't do it, in terms of maybe having their own brand and
They
audience.
can,
to
it
watch.
just takes time to build it.
And I like them too.
Everyone can if you want to.
I like
And she
them.
had it was yesterday.
I know. It was last. It was.
Last
it was
night.
2 in the
This
morning.
morning.
People are saying she looked amazing
I know.
for just giving birth.
I know. I like both of them. Okay, let's do Travis. Here we go. Okay. Okay, we are going to keep it below the waist.
Yes, but clean, sort of. This time it's Travis Kelce's waist that we are referring to because thank God he has this podcast with his brother Jason so he can respond to the innuendo that was hurled his way by his fiance in the song Wood.
Where he is like a redwood, so she says.
I'll let you handle that part of it.
And he has opened her thighs, so she says. So it's pretty graphic, that song, but it's about Travis.
But it is about Travis, and so Jason on the New Heights podcast wanted Travis to be honest and tell people what he thinks about the fact Taylor wrote this song about his
junk
parts.
How do you feel about Wood? Let's ask this. How do you feel about Wood?
It's a great song.
Do you feel cocky? Do you feel cocky about the song Wood?
No,
Like,
I mean,
no?
any song that she
That's not
references
just-
me
that's
in
not just
is a
any
very-
song.
It's very like
This
I
is a
don't know.
very specific you.
I love that girl. So what do you mean? Any song that she would reference me in any?
Well, it's not
way
just you
or
though.
form.
It's an appendage. It's not just you as a.
What?
It's a very specific thing.
I think you're not understanding the song.
Travis, come on.
No way.
Redwood tree ain't hard to see. I thought redwood was a little bit, that's a generous word, I think.
Wow, a little dig there. I mean, Travis.
Is he saying it wasn't appropriate, or
Travis played that shtick perfectly. It was sort of like,
Yeah, he
what are
played
you,
it dumb, like
what are
he
you
had no
talking
idea. Huh?
about?
I don't
What are
know
you
what the
talking
song is about.
I mean, that was so.
Well, and Taylor.
It is an awkward.
We know it's about Travis, but Taylor's also said it's like knock on wood,
Oh,
superstition.
No,
Yeah, I know.
No, she said that's what her mom thinks it is about.
I know, you know what? Good for her. I'm just upset that people want all of her albums to be like they're coming out of Shakespeare's mouth. Like, we need to let the girl have fun. This song is the best song on the album, and I stand by it. It is so good. The little Jackson 5 alleged sample in there. It is so catchy, and I'm sick and
Do they
tired.
really have a Jackson 5?
It sounds
very Jackson
an
5-y.
interpolation, perhaps, of Jackson 5.
But it's so catchy. It's
ABC.
so good. And I've been telling all my friends this is my favorite song, and they're looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, you guys just clearly are not listening.
Why didn't they release that song since that's the song that got all the attention?
Exactly. If it is the
I don't
catchiest
know.
song,
You're
why-
asking good questions.
That to me seems like a better lead single than
Fate of Ophelia? I
Fate of
100%
Ophelia.
agree with you. I think this is the best song on the album, and I'm tired of people being like, her lyrics don't mean anything. Her lyrics are just like
or
silly
even
and goofy.
Opalite. Or even Opalite would have been.
Opalite is going to be playing
sort of.
literally.
I mean, listen, I dabble. I dabble in a little.
Opalite's
Opalaism. Yeah, get out of here, man. You don't understand this.
Opalite's going to be playing in every Old
Yeah,
Navy across the
exactly.
country here in a
And I
couple months.
think-
I'm
taking a
excited for it.
seat.
Yeah. No,
I
what's
really
the
don't
best
know.
song on the album?
Those are the only songs I know.
Okay, those are good ones.
all I got.
Those are good
Okay.
ones to pick.
Hi, I'm Jamie from Cleveland, and one, I want to say I agree completely. It is the best song on the album, but I just love Jason Kelce playing Diane Sawyer and just getting the hard-hitting questions that us Swifties want to know from Travis.
I thought you were
so
laughing
I'm
at
all
hard-hitting.
about that. Literally hard-hitting, but
Oh, yeah.
no.
Now I get it.
I'm
Now
just-
I get it.
Exactly. But no, I just love it. I love that Travis is being a little political. He's going with the whole superstition vibe, but I was dying at the Japanese maple comment. I just think
Oh yeah. We didn't play that.
Jason referred to himself as more of a Japanese maple,
which is a tiny little shrub.
You realize Opalite's the other song about Travis?
What?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I know. That's his birth.
We're getting
song.
people
I mean,
talking about
come on,
Travis
guys.
Kelce.
Charles.
Things, Charles. I'm so proud of
And then
you.
also
That's
people
so hard.
upset that we're covering
You're
Taylor
Yeah.
Do you remember we
I
were
don't
doing
know if-
Easter eggs with her releasing
I mean,
the album?
guys-
You're making leaps over
I don't know if
there.
I'm proud, but
You're proud.
How do you not cover Taylor Swift? How do you not cover Taylor Swift? It's like Walter Cronkite not covering the Vietnam War in '73.
okay, that seems really disrespectful. I understand what you're. Wow. You and metaphors, man. I don't know.
Well, you got it.
No, yes, I get it.
Taylor went from Joe Jonas to a real big man.
Yeah.
Why the shot at Joe Jonas?
Like I said, there's a lot of comments about Travis.
See, that's
right
my
now.
issue. It's like
When you write the song about one person, you're kind
the
of
lyrics are
making
clearly
the other
taking
people.
shots at
By the
past
way, you tried to
boyfriends.
set me up. You tried to set me up, and I'm not falling
I would
for
just
it.
love for somebody to knock that over, other than me. Yeah, I mean, it's like, because she does go after every other ex.
Well, yeah.
And look, I hope it doesn't happen, but someday.
Oh, she changes redwood to what?
Chops down the tree.
Japanese maple.
Japanese maple.
Should things go south, that's what's going to happen.
Too many syllables.
Yeah, not everyone loves Taylor Swift.
No, that's true. But the majority do.
You know what? It's true. She is more beloved than just about anybody else in terms of percentages, I think.
Is this the first song she's made that says something positive about a man?
Well, isn't Love Story kind of a positive song?
Yeah.
Yeah. Love Story's kind of
You
positive.
dabbled in there. You're like, isn't it?
Love Story's positive.
I
Kind
know
of
it's
positive.
the
I don't
tone.
know.
Love Story's
Yeah,
positive.
it is a positive one.
Yeah.
She has a lot of positive songs.
I don't blame Taylor from going from Mickey Mouse to Hercules.
Wow. That's really.
They're taking
No,
shots.
wait.
No, you can celebrate.
against
You can
Travis.
celebrate
Mickey,
Travis
who's
without.
Mickey Mouse?
Well, that would be Matt Healy, right?
It's Matt Healy, because that's the last.
That's very true.
Well, Joe Jonas was a Disney kid, though.
I know, but he's not.
The
Well,
recent,
maybe they're going from the start to the finish.
I guess.
Or maybe the metaphor is. Anyway. Okay, let's not talk about Taylor.
All right, we're done with Taylor.
Harvey and Charles, do you enjoy that live feed, the way of talking to us for you guys to say swear words like the F word
Yes.
or
It is nice to be able to speak freely and not worry about,
I love this live stream.
standards and practices.
you just
saying
let
you
it
can't
rip?
say that. Yeah.
I love this live stream.
Also, my mom can't get on a live stream, so I can say whatever the fuck I want.
I know.
Hey, some other people's
I don't
moms
like
are
it.
someone's
gonna.
I don't like it because.
Sorry, moms. Sorry.
Yeah, but it's not about that we can swear. It's just, it's so good that it's to be just real. Like, we're really like, we wanted, the whole idea was to come into our office for a couple hours, and we didn't know how that was going to work. And were we going to have to hide things and whatnot? And we don't. I mean,
Well,
especially,
no, I mean, we do.
but the more we do it, the more
The more
we
you do it, the more you're just used to what monitors have to be down, and
Right.
Melissa and the
moments
camera
like the
operators
like the
understand
Diddy
what not to shoot.
sentencing like on Friday, where people got to see what this newsroom was like for 5-6 hours, and how we build out the stories and follow it.
But it's also just fun talking to people. I mean, this is my favorite part, where we can talk back and forth. And even like when I used to do talk radio, it's one person at a time. And so, you spend 4 minutes with one person on the phone. Here we can do just constant. And it's because radio was my favorite medium.
They
and
were
now this
here
is.
and here.
I love this.
Yeah, we were
I
here.
love live stream.
They went there to here.
What segment is this?
Mike Johnson, Bad Bunny.
Delta.
Oh, are we doing Bad Bunny now?
B1, Baker One.
Is Bad Bunny B1?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Ugh.
I don't give a shit what you do. Do I
weird
like
dreams
you
last
sitting?
night.
You don't like me standing, then I look all like 6'2".
What?
6'2". What an idiot.
What? Who?
From Selling Sunset.
Who? What?
Mary and Amanza from Selling Sunset.
Oh, really?
They're gonna come on and host.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, the TMZ After Dark tour is amazing. I'm gonna go on. We're having who's on Saturday night? Is it or Friday
It's
night?
gonna be Saturday night.
Who's on?
Amanza and Mary from Selling Sunset. New season comes out this October, this month. Oh
We
my
have
God.
celebrities every time on these. It's so fun. Ray J's doing the brunch bus on Sunday from West Hollywood. TMZtour.com, everybody. Okay.
And then Harvey, real quick, you are having a salad for lunch.
Really?
Really? By 61%.
Wow.
Wow. Don't they
Salad.
usually try to troll you with something fried?
No, I don't give them choices
Well,
like that.
there are actually multiple comments. Some people don't know what a poke bowl is.
It's rot. It's well, but it's
a deconstructed sushi.
I will say, Middle America, there's not a lot of ocean
this is
for
California.
That is,
for tuna.
man.
Oh, then you know what I'm going to do?
Uh-oh.
I'm going to pick what I really want and then say poke as a second option. I got it. Now, okay, I get
Now
it.
you've gamed the system.
I'm going to game it.
So true.
I'm going to totally game it now. I mean, that's what I do.
People in LA and New York is just as guilty of this. Like, they just assume that everybody knows everything that they do.
It's
Like,
hard.
this is just the way of the world.
Well, look it up.
It's hard to get poke in the flyover.
Yeah, good point. Look it up.
There's not as much fresh fish.
Can I tell you
You
something?
wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, tell me.
Here you go. The best
One of the
sushi
best sushi I ever had
was
was in
Omaha, Nebraska.
Austin.
Same difference.
Austin, Texas.
Yes,
Yeah, keep Austin weird.
There's
Yeah.
a great Austin
Texas
sushi
touches
place.
an ocean.
Really?
I forget the name of it now, but it's really popular. Huh?
Uchi.
Uchi sushi.
And
We,
is it good?
wait a minute, did we go that when the cat peed on me?
I went with other friends, but I
What kind of vacation did you guys have?
No, Grumpy.
You went to ACL.
What did I speak at?
You went to South by Southwest.
South by Southwest, and Grumpy Cat was there, and they gave me Grumpy Cat to hold, and the
R.I.P.
fucking cat peed
I
on me.
know.
R.I.P.
I haven't
Right
heard that
before
name
my
in a
speech.
More than a
minute.
decade ago,
Right
they
before
remember
my
that
speech.
sushi.
Holy.
But wasn't the sushi great?
Oh, it's the best. You know there's one in West Hollywood now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Santa Monica. The guys who started in Austin opened one out here.
We can send a
What
cat
if it's
to
not
piss
as
on you,
good
too.
as
Oh, it's
Austin?
as good. I've been. It's as good.
Let's gold belly it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I want sushi.
okay, let's do this. Fucking cat peed all over me.
That cat-
And I had to start the speech by saying, I have to explain something.
R.I.P.
I'm not
Grumpy Cat,
lactating.
man.
I know.
That cat lived that cat lived a brief, miserable life.
Grumpy Cat, here we go. He's gonna be part of the segment.
We have a picture of that, don't we?
There he is.
Oh, of the pee on you for sure. That was
No,
a big deal.
Casey, do you have a picture of that miserable cat peeing
It's on the
me?
site.
Yeah.
We put it on the site.
We put it on the
Oh,
site.
wait, why
Yeah,
don't we
I got a
use
picture
the-
with him in the office. He was a celebrity. I held him.
Yeah.
I still had
I've
jet.
never seen people more excited in here than
But it was so long ago. I still had jet black hair. It was a different time.
There he is. Suze. The cat Suze. Oh, dead at set.
Oh, jet black. I mean, even that
Okay,
was
let's
fake,
do Mike Johnson.
Where are
okay.
you?
I don't know. Here we go.
Well, there he is.
Casey's gonna find it. Here we go.
Comes for all of us, man.
Yes.
Enjoy it while you can.
You don't. Okay.
What a time for Bad Bunny. I don't think he has heard as many old, stodgy politicians speak about him as he has since the Super Bowl announcement. And the latest entry to that list is Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, who is also very critical, as you'd expect, I think, that he's going to be, most people on the right, critical of the fact that Bad Bunny is selected to do the Super Bowl halftime.
I don't think that's true.
You don't think what's true?
I don't think most people on the right
Are
upset-
against Bad Bunny?
I don't think he's too popular, and you know, and the reality is,
well, let's
there are a lot.
hold on.
There are a lot of Latinos.
You're going to tell me it's not a right-wing speaking point.
There are a lot
to
of
come out and say crap about Bad Bunny?
Maybe a speaking point, but there are a lot of Latinos who are Trumpers who I don't think are against Bad Bunny. And I think there are a lot of people who are not Latino who are not against Bad Bunny. Super popular, and people love him, and I don't think...
I didn't say that people don't love him. Obviously, that's why they selected him to do the Super Bowl halftime. I have no issue. He should be doing the Super Bowl halftime. But you are fooling yourself if you think that people on the right are, regardless of how they actually feel...
All people on the right are saying this.
Hey, Mike. How do you feel about Bad Bunny doing Super Bowl halftime show?
He's not the person I'm talking about.
How do I feel about it? I think it's a bad choice because people don't know his music.
There you go.
Well, wait a minute. People don't know his music.
There you go.
It's the Super Bowl. Football is an American sport. It's an American game.
Well, that's not,
it's an American
By
holiday.
the way, that's not what you said in the morning meeting.
You said
earlier you didn't
like
what he said.
Let's get to another Mike. I don't like some of the things that he said, but I just think more so than anything else, he's a bad choice.
Okay, Mike Johnson has a different opinion. And Mike Johnson, I don't think is speaking for all Republicans. I do not believe it, but here's what he said.
Any reaction to Bad Bunny being chosen as the Super Bowl halftime performance?
I didn't even know who Bad Bunny was, but it sounds like a terrible decision, in my view, from what I'm hearing. What's that?
How come?
Well, it sounds like he's not someone who appeals to a broader audience, and I think, there's so many eyes on the Super Bowl, a lot of young, impressionable children, and I think, in my view, you would have Lee Greenwood or role models doing that, not somebody like this.
Somebody like this. What does like this mean?
I don't know. You tell me, Harv.
What is like
Hold
this?
on. You need no greater.
Somebody like this.
You need no greater.
What does that mean?
You need no greater proof than that Bad Bunny is a flashpoint in this culture war than the fact that Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, said Lee Greenwood. Lee Greenwood is the guy you trot out to do "I'm proud to be an American" with the Blue Angels flying over.
It's a Trump rally.
It's a Trump rally. So that is true. You may not want to believe that this is a right wing, left wing thing going on, but it obviously is because he picked Lee Greenwood out. He didn't say Madonna. He didn't say another popular artist. He wasn't talking about what Mike said.
What they say about Kendrick?
He didn't say anything about Kendrick.
Well, did he say something
last year about Kendrick? It's a different point in the country. Different point in the time.
Because he doesn't think Kendrick Lamar is anti-American. If you say Lee Greenwood, obviously the implication is that this guy is anti-American because Lee Greenwood is the most American.
But where did that come from? Bad Bunny is a Puerto Rican. He's an American citizen. That's what's disgusting about this.
We've have his tour here in America. That's
Come on, dude.
I'm not saying it. I'm saying that's what they think, though.
We've had Shakira. We've had the Rolling Stones. This guy's an American, so this is not the person to have this argument over.
And the idea of even intimating that he's anti-American because he has a problem with what ICE is doing.
To be plucking his fans as they're walking.
They went after
arena.
a priest today. I mean, it is fair criticism, and you may disagree with him, but people disagree all the time on issues. I'm sorry, but when I was in college and we were protesting the Vietnam War, there were Richard Nixon was calling all of the protesters anti-American.
Well, Richard Nixon was right about
that. We were very loudly. We were on the right side of that.
For change.
I don't know about the right side of that. My daughter's name is Nixon. And Nixon, that's a different argument.
What, you're pro-war, pro-Vietnam War?
Pro-Nixon. Those people were undermining American.
Oh, where are we going?
War efforts.
Hi, I'm Melissa from Pennsylvania, and I was just taken aback by Speaker Mike Johnson saying that Bad Bunny shouldn't headline because it's more than just ignorance. It's a straight up microaggression. I grew up in a white adoptive family that commonly used talking points like not somebody like this to talk down about brown and black people. And as a multiracial Latina, I know how important representation is, especially for families on the biggest stage in America. He uplifts Puerto Rico and Afro-Indigenous roots, and he just speaks to a lot of things that Americans can relate to.
Yeah, and a lot of Americans do relate to.
P.S. But he's a great performer. How about that?
And then there's that also.
All right, so we dropped the poll, asked the chat.
I'm interested.
So is Lee Greenwood. Let's be fair.
How many songs
Lee
does
Greenwood's going to do one song and then it's done. When you got a banger like that, you don't need another song.
Next time Harvey listens to a Bad Bunny song will be his first.
By the way, I love Bad Bunny.
True.
Bad Bunny doesn't
He
have
doesn't know the names, but whatever. But he's heard them before.
Lee Greenwood has one song, but it's an anthem. And Bad
And
Bunny
it's
doesn't have an
also
anthem.
not the song. You guys know, like, the type of, it's entertainment, right? They're trying to keep an audience through the halftime show.
You don't get misty. You don't get misty every time you hear "Proud to Be American."
How many? Guess what? Adele is a huge performer.
Yeah.
She hasn't done a halftime show. You know why? She should. Because her songs are a little downbeat.
They're downbeat.
We're trying to keep the crowd going here.
You guys will
Nobody's
never
doing ballads.
You're wrong. Then you just do like a remix. You up tempo it, and you put a
you wanna do
DJ
a
behind
remix?
Lee Greenwood.
He is going to
DJ
blow
behind Lee
the
Greenwood.
stadium open.
No, he's
Bad
not.
Bunny will.
He will
Bad
not.
Bunny.
No, he will
Yes,
not.
he
You
will.
wanna bet? You
It's
wanna-
already open. There's
let's
no.
I don't
It's
know
not a
about
dome.
that.
They will not be into
It's not a
it.
dome.
Nobody's
Stop
gonna know
taking
what
me
he
literally.
Don't forget this
God.
is.
Sometimes it's the only way to actually handle you.
Don't forget this is the
Metallica,
NFL.
Green Day. I mean, there are so many acts that they could have brought back.
Why are you against? You're against.
I don't
You're
know
against
his
Bad
music
Bunny
and nobody else
because
does
of
in
the
this
immigration. His immigration
No, I
stand.
don't.
Yes,
no,
you are.
You said you don't like
You
his
did.
policy.
You said
You don't
you
like the
did. You
things
don't
he
like what he
said.
You
don't-
said this morning.
I don't like what he said. I don't care about that for this. There's a lot.
You said it this morning.
There's a ton of people. Hollywood is all liberal.
You
Just-
said-
if I didn't. If
you didn't live here,
if I
it would be
shot
all
everybody
liberals.
who I don't agree with, I would have a damn thing to watch or listen to.
You said
so I
what-
don't care about that.
you
He's a
said-
bad choice
He's gonna
because
say
he
Plymouth
sings
Rock
in
didn't land on
Spanish,
us, dude.
and it's an American event. It's an event where you've got primarily English speakers watching.
You said last week that it was smart because the NFL is trying to go beyond the United States. And if you're going to go
from a money
beyond.
standpoint, it is, yes.
Okay, so the NFL is making a strategic decision
That's all they care about
in
is
its
money.
expansion
Well, it's a
plan.
Yeah,
business.
they
It's a
care more about money
corporation.
than their fans, yes, true.
No, I think
Or they're
fans
growing
are
their
fine
fan
with
base.
Bad Bunny.
You will see. You will see. The fans are going to love this.
I don't even know what we're arguing.
Fans are going to love this.
But we
Love
did.
this.
I disagree with you.
Have you seen him perform?
Yes. Not live.
But have you seen him
video,
perform?
yeah, of course.
And
he puts on a good show.
Wait, you
Yeah,
think
he's got
him
a lot of
hopping around
energy.
in his boxer shorts is going to bring the house down?
he is a great performer.
That's what he does.
It reminds me of
that's not
his
his
whole
whole
performance.
Compare it to the one
That's
you
not his
saw,
whole performance.
like Eminem,
he played
Dr.
that one
Dre.
clip
That
in the
was
SNL
amazing.
monologue,
That was
and now
great.
you think that's his whole
This is-
performance.
He did
Just as bad as Mike.
He did hop
Actually,
around in
it
his
works.
boxers, and you're saying he's like all of a sudden
He's
the
a
greatest
great
performer. It's not going to be like Beyonce.
Do you remember Ricky Martin at the Grammys?
Yes.
And do you remember that one song launched him?
Yes.
That will happen with Bad
Do
Bunny.
you,
Does he-
He's already launched.
Does he have a
remember
La
that-
Vida
you
Loca?
remember Prince in
By
the
the way,
rain?
Spanish.
That's true.
Spanish.
But
Spanish.
Prince in the rain, performing Purple
Ricky
Rain.
Martin
You think you're
never
going to
did
have
the
an
halftime
iconic
show.
moment
What are you
like that?
talking
There's no way.
But Ricky Martin was a true performer. He was in Menudo for years. This is Bad Bunny is a different kind of artist.
Oh, my God.
Let's just call it.
All right, so the chat.
Also, La Vida Loca
sides-
wasn't all in Spanish.
It wasn't all in Spanish, but the title's Spanish.
And also, he never did the Super Bowl halftime show. So that's
And She Bangs was all in English. I don't know where that gets us, but
also didn't do the Super Bowl. Oh my God.
This is why soccer's.
Sometimes,
Now we're a
honestly,
little off topic.
I want to know if you guys feel the way I do sometimes.
This is why-
there are
hey,
a lot
Derek,
of people who are
this is
just
why
speaking to
soccer's a
hear
better sport.
themselves.
Can I
speak.
just say, he plays
That
the
happens.
victim. He plays the victim.
I'm not
Like
playing
I've
the
never.
victim.
You are so
First
playing
of all,
the
I'm not
victim.
playing the
again.
victim.
You're playing the victim.
I'm not playing the victim.
Oh, look
I'm
how I
just saying-
triggered him.
I'm just pointing out something
triggered him.
that it sometimes feels
Everyone
like they're just speaking just to hear themselves.
Triggered.
Like they're not actually moving the conversation along.
If you're
yeah,
talking
I know you're
about
talking
me,
a lot about me.
guilty as
You always
charged.
got me on your mind.
Oh, God.
Look,
and you're so needy, it makes me sick.
Who brought up Lee Greenwood?
I did.
You did? 61% of our chat does not know who Lee Greenwood is.
Of course they don't.
Ask
Because
them
it's
if
a
they
very
know
old song.
Ask them if they know I'm
61%.
proud to be an American,
Yeah.
where at least I know I'm free. They
Go ahead.
probably
What
don't.
else? Finish it.
And I hope for the men that died. It's got a lot of good lyrics, okay?
From the guy who'll do anything
Wow.
to sing.
Wow. And he knows literally one line of the song.
Lee Greenwood just follows Trump around singing this song.
All people
for
are
me.
why would he bring up Lee?
Because it's a Trump rally. Because that's Mike Johnson's jam.
What if,
That's-
okay,
that's his-
I would
that's
have been
say
down
like-
with the Village people. I would have been down with the
Much
Village
better
people.
choice.
No, I would have been down with them.
Oh, imagine if Trump goes out there.
I mean, it is in San
The
Francisco.
electric.
What about
And it's
ABBA?
in San Francisco.
But hold on.
It's not gay.
It's not a gay
What
anthem.
about
so-
what about ABBA?
How dare you? You want to get sued?
Oh,
Try to catch a
ABBA.
lawsuit?
Not a gay anthem.
But they're not performing anymore.
That's why the NFL probably
No, it's
did want to go with
those people, right? Like, oh, not a gay anthem. Sorry.
Can't do it.
Okay, where are we going?
You liar. You'd be okay with the Village People. Well, I guess Trump has made
Dolly Parton.
No, the guy from the Village People is a fan of mine.
What did she say?
This is why soccer's the better sport.
Did she post something or?
No one cares about the halftime show in soccer.
I
That's why
can't
it's
hear
a
it.
better sport. You don't need
Well,
to keep
today's
people
October-
around for halftime. They come in
Right.
anyway.
Well, today's
More
October
people in
the
the
8th,
second
and
half.
obviously I'm
Exactly.
here doing some commercials for the Grand Ole Opry. But before I got started, I wanted to say, I know lately everybody thinks that I am sicker than I am. Do I look sick to you? I'm working hard here. Anyway, there's just a lot of rumors flying around. But I figured if you heard it from me, you'd know that I was okay. And I'm not ready to die yet. I don't think God is through with me, and I ain't done working.
Okay, got it. There, she said a couple of interesting things there.
There's no proof of life.
No,
Where was the newspaper?
October 8th, she said.
She just said the date.
I know.
How about hold up?
What if it was October 8th, 2024? I know. Here we go.
We want to hit the. Yeah. We want to hit the pullouts before we get to the.
What pullouts?
We don't need
Yes.
pullouts.
Yeah.
We can just say it.
This is just.
Yeah, we just
Alright.
say it, that her sister said, right. If her sister asked for prayers, and now she says she regrets it, blah, blah. Okay.
I want to clear something up. I didn't mean to scare anyone.
Who's doing this?
Alexa is.
She's been a little under the weather.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I won't.
Okay, here we go.
This is it? B2. Got it. Well, Dolly Parton has been on the minds of millions of her fans since, I don't know, late yesterday when her sister said, I need everyone to pray for Dolly, that she is really under the weather. And her sister seemed concerned that this was going to be almost life or death.
Well, there's a reason that Dolly had canceled the beginning of her residency in Vegas.
Right.
And that was the beginning of what's going on with Dolly. And then it was followed by put her in your prayers. And now the sister is apologizing.
The sister is apologizing, which we'll get to in a moment, because more importantly, Dolly herself is reaching out to her fans and saying, I'm going to be okay.
Well, today's October the 8th, and obviously I'm here doing some commercials for the Grand Ole Opry. But before I got started, I wanted to say, I know lately everybody thinks that I am sicker than I am. Do I look sick to you? I'm working hard here. Anyway, there's just a lot of rumors flying around. But I figured if you heard it from me, you'd know that I was okay. And I'm not ready to die yet. I don't think God is through with me, and I ain't done working.
So she said.
Interesting she didn't call out her sister at all.
Well, but what I found interesting was when she said, people think I'm sicker than I am. So there is something, obviously, because we knew she canceled a residency.
She'd canceled a residency,
Well,
and
she
that.
didn't cancel it. She
she
moved it till
postponed it,
next
yes, she
year.
postponed it.
But
Yeah.
she had a procedure for kidney
Yeah, for
stone
kidney
removal.
stones. Yeah. So I mean.
So there's something she's been going through,
For
but
sure.
that's what was shocking when her sister said, pray for her. Suddenly you're like, well, wait, what could have gone so horribly wrong
Yeah.
with a kidney stone procedure? She is 79, but still,
But when you say,
wouldn't think.
It's weird because I think in our culture, when you say pray for her, it means she could die.
It means, no, it means
No, it's
she's in
scared
a
all of
bad,
us.
she's not necessarily
I think
death.
that's the way people see it. If somebody was 45 and they said pray for her, they would think, uh-oh, they're going to die.
Yeah, her
I mean,
sister
I
said
think
she was
that's
up all
just the way
night.
people interpret pray for her when it's done publicly.
I do. 100%.
I think pray for her when she's 79.
But what about
is
45?
more-
What about 45?
No, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to die.
We've talked about that when
Her
we've seen.
sister, by the way, her sister did clear this up and said that she didn't mean to scare anyone, and she didn't mean to make it sound so serious. You clearly took it that seriously, but I think
Well,
that's because
yeah.
of 79.
But
not
the
because of
reality is,
prayer. People
Dol-
pray.
Dolly did pass a kidney stone.
Oh,
You don't
my
know that.
God. People are gonna clip that and get scared.
Hi, I'm Ash from Atlanta, and I wanted to say, regardless of what Dolly's health status is right now or how open she's being about it, it's wild to see someone like Dolly go through something like this when she's always been larger than life. She's been a rock for so many people that now I think it's our turn to lift her up. So I think this just goes to show either way, Our biggest legends are really human. So sending love and good energy to both her and her sister Frida.
Did I ever tell you my favorite trial I ever covered?
Only 400 times.
The 9 to 5 trial. Dolly Parton was amazing. Okay.
A couple comments in the chat are saying that that's not real Dolly Parton. That's AI.
Here we go.
That's why she said. That's why she said October 8th.
But that could also be AI. This is literally what. And also, speaking of AI, your little pun, Dolly did pass. I don't know what someone's going to do with that.
They're going to take it.
Yeah, that someone's going to take that in. I mean, we literally have to think about these things now.
Oh.
And I get why people are like, what if that's not Dolly? What if it's just AI?
That did cross my mind. She said October 8th, but didn't get too
These
specific.
videos are too.
Well, she talked about Reba, because there's that AI photo of her and Reba at her deathbed. And she was like.
There was? I didn't see that.
Yeah, there was an AI picture. And so in the video, Dolly addressed it. It was like, Reba wouldn't be up.
Am I right that when somebody says pray for so and so, that you automatically assume they're about to die?
Yeah.
I mean,
100%, or at least
you always assume that, and it doesn't matter how old they are.
If they're a little older, I think
even if they're not. When you see somebody say, pray for so and so, what do you think?
Deathbed.
You know this real estate's really expensive here.
Oh God.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, no,
That
sit.
I'm leaving.
The only reason we get comfortable is because you're not there. But if you were there, then we wouldn't just sit on your desk right next to you. We're all friends here.
Interesting poll. The Dolly Parton video is clearly real, clearly AI. I can't even tell anymore. 48% say clearly real. 43% say I can't even tell anymore.
Oh my God.
What?
the
They really
problem.
think it's fake?
There is the problem. They're saying they can't tell, which
Oh. I mean.
really becomes a problem. But to your point, I think you feel that way because, and this is not a judgment of you, it's just a fact that unless you're in a family where prayer is something that happens regularly, that's why you think it's always death. But if you grow up in a household where people talk about prayers on a daily basis, then it doesn't always have to mean death.
So when you see,
I think my
tip-
mom asked for prayers when I was taking the SATs. Didn't really work out. I didn't know where God was on that one, but
certainly didn't graduate college.
Unnecessary.
So when you see a tip come in and it says pray for so and so, do you automatically say, well, it could be, it could be that they got the
Context
flu?
is everything.
Death or
I don't know
Do you-
what
what do
you're
you-
talking about.
where does your
how
head
old
go?
they are?
Where does your head
have
go?
they been in? It depends.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
If they're older.
Also, is the tip coming from someone in the South? Makes a difference.
It doesn't. You know I'm right.
People in the Bible Belt.
Okay, I want to
know what I'm
poll on
talking
this.
about.
Settle this.
Okay.
When somebody says pray for him, when somebody says pray for her, it means death or it means anything.
Okay.
It can mean anything. Oh, it means death.
That's not a very well-formed poll. And
No,
you know
it's not the best.
You're just leaning. You just gave them one option, really.
Or it could mean anything.
She did say she appreciates the prayers. You could always use prayers.
I mean, reality is, you could use some prayers right now.
We can all use some prayers.
Shit.
If someone asks for prayer, I don't jump to death, just that they can get rid of whatever they're going through. People ask for prayer all the time for
Yeah.
small and big
People
things.
ask for prayer when you're just going through stuff. Keith?
But
you
for
need a little
Dolly, who
prayer,
just
right?
announced she was sick.
People are saying pray for Charles right now.
My mother sends me a prayer
Mm-hmm.
Your mother sends you a
Aw.
prayer every day?
every morning. Every morning I get a text message with a prayer.
I have
Wait, that's so
a plaque in my house. It's mom's prayer for her son. She says it every day.
What?
Yeah. Does
It's
that bother you that my mom prays for me?
I didn't know it was such a thing.
To pray? It's very in right now.
Charles is
Yeah.
correct. We need
Very
more
in.
context.
Really? I want to know what the poll is.
Your flawed poll. Okay.
Okay, what are we doing in C?
C is going to be air traffic control a bit later. We're doing Palisades Fire D1. We're going to stock from the press conference and grab Peckerman.
Jonathan Rinderneck. How old is he? 29.
Hey.
Where is LA resident?
So they in the press
Can I go
conference,
SF
they
35?
Melbourne, Florida.
I just ISO 1000.
But he had the addresses listed in LA, and he was.
And they arrested him in
Uber
Florida,
driving. He arrested
obviously.
yesterday in Florida.
Right.
So he called 911.
He did, yes.
And he took pictures of the firefighters.
He took he sets the fire, they say, maliciously sets the fire, then makes multiple calls to 911, but they don't go through because of where he is in the canyon. And then when he finally gets where he has service, he gets through, calls them. Someone else had already called. Firefighters go past him on their way up to go put out the fire. He follows them.
Led in his car, passing fire engines, driving the opposite direction. He then turned around and followed the fire engines to the scene, driving at a high rate of speed. Walked up the same trail as earlier, watched the fire, and the firefighters used his phone to take more videos of the scene.
The firefighters used his phone?
No, he used his phone to take videos
Fire-
of the
fire-
fire
yeah.
and the firefighters.
And they, during the press conferences, they showed some of the photos that he took?
I did not see that. I think the only
Cameron, where are those photos?
There is one on the site that says allegedly his photo.
The photo that he took of the firefighters?
Oh, you like where did it come from? Is what you're asking?
Yeah.
It came in the unsealed complaint, the federal unsealed federal complaint.
Focused on during this, where he said something in the month before the fire about cities burning, and he has images that they pulled off his phone from his ChatGPT searches that show a bunch of like cities burning.
Okay.
Let me grab Jason, you ready? We're about
You want to know the poll?
Hey, yeah, I need you to hold on. Yeah, what's the poll? What's the poll?
80% said every day matters when you ask for somebody to pray for. So I pray for life and death matters, every day matters. The 80% said every day matters.
Okay.
80%.
Okay. What do they know?
Say
You
what
hear what
they
he
know.
mumbled? What do they know? See how he feels about you, chat? See how he really feels?
Why is this not working? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Who are you talking to?
ChatGPT. Anakin, why isn't this working?
He's like, can you guys hear me?
Anakin, why is this not working? I can't get ChatGPT. Why is this not working? And it says it's not. Why is it not letting me talk?
You guys are watching it happen in
Can you
real
hear
time.
me, ChatGPT?
We do.
Yep.
Oh,
I can hear.
okay. There was a guy named Captain Orr, and he was a firefighter or a fire chief or something. And I believe it was Glendale where he set fires and then went to see them and put them out. Can you give me his first name and what exactly happened?
Like, just speak so unhinged.
You there?
It's working too well. Harvey, press the down arrow.
What's going on?
How many people?
Yeah, I'm here and I can hear you loud and clear. And
Hey,
I know
Siri.
exactly who you're talking about. His name was actually John Orr.
How many
He was an arson
fatalities in the
investigator and a fire
Palisades
captain
fire
in
of
Glendale. And he ended up being
2025?
convicted of setting a series of fires in the 80s and 90s. Basically, he would set them and then be part of the team responding. So, a pretty wild story.
12?
Thanks. Appreciate it.
You're absolutely welcome.
Make sure to close it so that's not listening. You still sound very old during the process, but your results were very young. I was impressed.
I shut everybody up. You see that? They're like, oh, what is he's?
No, that was good. I do credit where credit is due.
Well, this ain't where it's due.
People are saying you have a relationship with
Hold
the
your
chat
credit.
GPT,
Yeah.
especially after the conversation you had earlier with the chat.
Well, He supported me.
See what it is? When he
did.
doesn't like your responses because you're not supporting him, then he just jumps to ChatGPT.
But I was right. I was dead on.
What if he said, ChatGPT, remind me of our conversation last night?
Okay.
ChatGPT, what were we talking about last night? You're the best.
You're good enough.
Okay, here we go.
Jonathan Rinderneck? Necht? Rindernecht. Not connect.
The K and the N don't make two sounds, but Dalton Connect. He spells it slim.
Okay, here we go.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. The feds made a big arrest, one that we weren't really looking for. I didn't know that they were still searching for the person who started the Palisades fire, the devastating Palisades fire here in Los Angeles back in January. They had a suspect that they'd been working on for months, and now they've arrested this person. His name is Jonathan Rindernecht, and they arrested him in Florida. He apparently has an address in Florida, but did live in the LA area at some point around the time of the fires.
So this is real CSI work that authorities did here. It is now a federal charge against him, federal charges. Here's a little bit of the news conference that will kind of break down how they caught this guy.
Today, we are announcing the arrest of 29-year-old Jonathan Rindernecht for igniting a fire that ultimately burned down the Palisades. The allegations in the affidavit are supported by digital evidence, including the defendant's ChatGPT prompt of a dystopian painting showing in part a burning forest and a crowd fleeing from it. He exited the car, walked up a nearby trail, took iPhone videos at a nearby hilltop, and listened to a rap song whose music video including objects being lit on fire. Law enforcement got to work and by January 24th had identified and interviewed the defendant. During his interview, he lied about where he was when he first saw the Lockman fire, claiming he was near the bottom of a hiking trail. Geolocation data for the 911 calls showed that he was standing above the fire in a clearing merely 30 feet from the blaze as it rapidly grew.
So what really happened here is, according to authorities, he started the fire and then immediately tried calling 911. And he was in a canyon, so the calls didn't go through initially, eventually got through, and then fled the scene when he saw the fire trucks coming up the hill. He turned around and followed the fire trucks up and took pictures of
the area where they were fighting the fire. In fact, the feds in the indictment actually released at least one of the photos that he allegedly took up on that hillside. So
what's really interesting about this is that the blaze did not start the day that he started the fire.
So this to me is where everything is going to be focused over the next few weeks and potentially longer.
We should say the charge that he's facing is destruction of property by means of fire.
So what's really, and it leads right to that, because he starts this fire allegedly on January 1st. The fire that ended up destroying all the property and killing the people did not actually break out until January the 7th. The theory is that the prosecutors are articulating is that the fire smoldered underground. So firefighters came out, it was incredibly hot, 100 degrees or whatever it was. Firefighters come out, they fight the blaze, they think it's out, but it's smoldered according to prosecutors, and then it eventually erupts on January 7th. The difficulty I think prosecutors are going to have is this is an open hiking trail in a very popular hiking area. There were hundreds of people that would have come up between January 1st when he started the fire and January 7th when it broke out. How do prosecutors, Harvey, prove causation between his acts and what happened on January 7th?
Also the fact that it's going to totally be his defense. And what they're going to also say is that if the fire department did not put it out, it's on them.
Yes, he actually called the fire department and said, there's a fire. I know they said that he maliciously said it.
Yeah.
They didn't really explain what they mean by that.
So they found a lot of stuff.
Well, they found this image
Yeah.
of a city burning. You know, and look.
No, but how do they? Why did they say he maliciously set the fire?
Because
like what? There must be something they found
There's a lot of
there.
inference there, but
I don't think there's any inference there. They're saying that that he lied about where he was. They were able to tell where he
but
was.
You're missing what I'm saying. My point is, what did he use to set the fire?
As opposed to an accidental fire.
Right, exactly. How is it not accidental that he started the fire, which does happen when people...
It's circumstantial evidence, but the guy is coming back.
Yeah.
He's got a picture of the city burning before he...
Created on ChatGPT,
before
some sort of
this
image
happens.
of the city burning, right.
And you know, there's this thing where arsonists sometimes will start a fire and they will then follow the fire department because they get a thrill out of the reaction they get to the arson.
There's been bombers and things like that come and they watch the fallout. They enjoy watching the product of their work.
You're also forgetting the fact that they interviewed him on January 24th.
Right.
And they've stuck with this.
Yeah.
For
they had
9 months
They had to
now.
put it together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that's incredible police work.
It's incredible police work. I mean, this really is CSI.
Just to go back to this point that I was raising a minute ago, if they can't show causation between what he did on January 1st and the fire that broke out on January 7th, he's in trouble for intentionally starting a brush fire that was put out. There's really not much there.
Right.
The difference between that and what eventually happened is capital punishment. You can be put to death for killing people in an arson.
And that's his defense.
And that's his defense, right.
Mia from Atlanta. What happened in the Palisades is absolutely devastating. Whether it was intentional or malicious act, it's still, knowing the history of California wildfires, like, you can start a wildfire in California. Like, it could be anything that starts it. And I just think at the end of the day, people losing their belongings, apparently I'm hoping that's justified enough for this man to feel the weight of the justice system. Because, again, it's a history of California for wildfires to be started, and it doesn't matter what can start them. So whether it was malicious or intentional.
Well, intentional. There's a big difference. There's a big difference between like nature starting a fire and someone intentionally starting one. Even though we have a lot of wildfires, someone should be held responsible if they actually did intentionally do it.
By the way, intentional and malicious are exactly the same thing. And it's pretty clear. The authorities are saying, with the pictures and everything else, anybody would come to the conclusion he did it on purpose. I'll tell you.
You want the conspiracy theories?
He may have a defense. He may have a defense.
Yeah.
That, 7 days later the fire breaks out. How do we know that it was smoldering, or that somebody else, a hiker, didn't?
Also, all sorts of conspiracy. That's why I was saying, what do they mean by how did he actually physically set the fire?
They don't have to prove that. They don't have to prove that. They can do it by circumstantial evidence. If they believe that, if they've got video of the guy,
that he took a photo up there.
That he took a photo of a city burning.
No.
Yes.
No, he did not.
Well, there was his ChatGPT.
He created images using AI
of a city burning.
Of a city burning.
That's circumstantial evidence.
It's very circumstantial, right?
And so you take that, you take the fact that he lied, that he was at the bottom of the hill when they've got him right in that area based on the cell towers.
Right.
Then you've got him going back, and you've got him following the fire department, taking pictures of the fire. And I'm sure there is a hell of a lot more after 9 months that they've done. You can,
I agree, but
circumstantial evidence gets people convicted every day. You don't have to have literally a smoking gun. You don't have to have it. And people get convicted. And they may know, I don't know.
And that's how conspiracy theories get started.
Well, that's how people get convicted.
Because
that's how people get convicted.
Yeah, and that's where you get conspiracy theories. Like, if I'm him, and you go, all right, so I have images that, by the way, you could also say, I don't know. The conspiracy theory is going to be he didn't actually create those images.
Yeah.
That he's the patsy. They create these images. They put them on some device that he
can do that, and the jury's not going to believe him. His better defense is, how do you know that that fire started because of what I did 6 days earlier? That could have been any hiker, and he will raise the issue that, at a point, it's called in the law causation, that link is broken. When the fire department comes, they put it out negligently, and then it erupts, it's on them. that's not a great argument. But the hiker argument's an interesting argument because there were winds that day. The day that it started, the winds were gusting like crazy. So if somebody just dropped a match by accident or whatever,
kicked a stone that
hit
another stone,
right,
and
right.
suddenly there's all sorts of things.
Like serial killers keep tokens. Firebugs like to watch the aftermath of starting a fire.
Right.
Okay. What are we doing as D2? Okay.
Devin, I'm gonna need you to put a cap on this, man. I'm just being assaulted by a lot of smells as we're
That's a salad.
doing.
Oh,
Yeah,
it smells amazing.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
we're in the middle of the segment. I was like,
Cobb
the hell
salad, dude.
is
It's not
the?
like I'm making like salmon.
Your food smells good too.
What? I don't make fish here.
Okay. We were at 6:37. Okay. Okay. 3? No, there's no way we're going to go 3. Okay. How many pictures do you have of this place? Okay, just start showing them.
Adam Levine is picking up stakes and moving out of Montecito, or at least where he is currently in Montecito. Still maybe staying in the area, but
blame his kids.
But it's always you can always blame the kids. These damn kids. But listen,
no, it's true.
Someone is benefiting from his decision to move because he sold his house for $60 million.
Wait a minute. Someone's benefiting? He's benefiting.
Well, he's benefiting, but someone's getting, look what they're getting.
It is beautiful. It is a beautiful state. I mean, it's just incredible.
This is in Montecito, obviously a super nice area of Santa Barbara. So this house actually was built in 2009 for Rob Lowe.
Wow, look at that. Ooh.
And then Rob Lowe
by the way,
sold it.
Rob Lowe is a major real estate guy in that area.
I didn't even know that.
Major.
So it was built for him, and then Adam bought it 3 years ago.
I remember when he bought it.
When Adam bought this?
Yeah.
So he actually, I forgot what the interior designer was, but it's someone who works with like Ellen DeGeneres, the Kardashians. I guess Adam is super into interior design. So he redid the whole inside with an interior designer. But you kind of teased this at the beginning, Harvey. So basically the reason they're selling this house, because you look at it and like, why would you ever leave this place, is they wanted to be closer to where their kids go to school. I'm not sure how far of a drive or how far the commute was before, but apparently
get the kids a new
they
school,
bought
man.
some.
Let them
They bought land, I think, near the new school, and they're building a new property.
Get the kids an apartment by the school.
Dude, it's nice taking your little kids to school.
But what did he?
That house.
So he sold it for $60 million.
He
What
bought
did he
this
buy
for
it for?
52.
So
he didn't.
Well, no, because when you look at real estate fees. When you
No,
look
he's not
at,
making much, is what I'm
No,
saying.
He's not making much.
So
I mean,
it's not
Adam's
that-
got plenty of money. I don't think he's worried about a few $1 million.
But the point is, it's the kids. It's not like he sold it because he's making a bunch of money off of
for
it.
sure now.
Damn kids.
But where do you move from there?
There's somewhere else in this area. Oh, you're just saying like what's going to have views of the ocean, the mountains.
That's one of the most beautiful homes I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's
Somehow
super
I
nice
think
place.
Adam Levine's going to land on his feet. And he'll have a nice. He's not getting a
Hey guys,
condo.
Guys, pray for him.
Here we go.
Hey, it's India coming from Tampa, and yes, that is the most beautiful home I've ever seen as well. It kind of reminds me of something from like my childhood favorite family movies, The Dream Home. I don't know, I can see Mary-Kate and Ashley running around there wreaking havoc. But congratulations, and I know that if they brought property, he's going to design something that'll blow us away. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, by the way, that may be the point.
Maybe he just wanted to design something
Design
for
a new
his
house.
own.
Ellen DeGeneres has done that over the years. Same thing. Okay. That is such a pretty house.
People would chatter saying how beautiful of a home it is.
Beautiful.
Montecito. It looks like a resort. It could actually be a resort.
God, it's so pretty.
Hence the beautiful pool.
God, it's
It's
nice.
a pretty cool house for sure.
Okay, what are we doing in E?
Look at the. You think of the wiffle ball game you could have on that
Oh, I know. With like looking
on
out
that
the
field?
Wait a minute. Christy Nome is going after who? Zach Bryan, right?
Zach Bryan.
Mike Johnston, Christy Nome. Okay. It's only 11:12? Wow.
That's not a bad thing.
Arturo Gatti Jr. Ooh. That's sad.
What happened?
Died the same way as Dad.
Oh my God. What did he die of?
Babcock was. I haven't even read the story, but Babcock.
Babcock, what did
How
Gotti
did he
Jr. die of?
How did who die?
The son-
Gotti
Arturo
Jr.
Gotti? Well,
Mike.
He was
Mike.
found hanging.
Oh.
But what's interesting is that that's how his father was found, and all these years later, there's still many questions about his dad's death. It was ruled a suicide. Many people believe there was foul play, and now his son is found that same exact way. So maybe a coincidence.
I know somebody that happened to. Same with father-son.
Really?
A year later
where did
to the day. Son did it. Same
Secretary Nome.
thing. Yeah, it's horrible.
I know you and she are best friends. You
Dad
just
was
call her
such an
Christy.
amazing fighter.
I call her Secretary Nome because.
Wow. Okay.
We just got a Babcock for president in the chat. He has fans. Devin.
Oh no, he's
Devin was getting some love too.
Benny Johnson.
You want to run, Devin, with me?
Okay.
What it takes me.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We're guaranteed to
I'll be
win.
learning something new every day.
Oh,
What is that on, Kyle?
Where's Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
Is it what? Oh, podcast.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's go over here. We're going to do a pickup with Matt. So let's
With who?
do that area.
Oh.
Harvey, the chat is begging you to keep your phone away from your drink.
No, I play dangerous here.
Yep. Great.
Because he doesn't have to worry about it. I do.
I'm the one that cleaned it up. You didn't.
No, but if the
you didn't
phone
get your
gets
ass out of the
damaged.
chair.
No.
If the phone gets damaged, right, he's the one who has to worry about it.
That's true. Good job.
Wow. That's true.
Wow.
He's right. No, he's right. He's right. He's right.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks.
So Victoria Beckham had the new Netflix documentary coming out, and she got flowers from 3 out of the 4 Spice Girls.
Tawanda. She says, watching the live stream, homesick. You are zooming through and you look so angry. Smile.
Yeah, people were wondering where Tawanda.
Can't you just smile a little bit?
She's sick today. And Jackson's in Dallas. Huh?
When you don't smile, you're giving them a real authentic.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the whole point. You guys are. This is what we got to deal with all the time.
Okay. Okay. What do you mean? What we got?
What's the name of the song again? Bad News. Bad News.
Okay. Are you playing it? I think we should just remind people.
A little refresher.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
You want to do the refresher before Secretary?
I think you have to.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. The culture wars are raging on, and Zach Bryan is right in the middle of the latest one, as we expected, because we told you yesterday about this song that he is putting out. It's called Bad News, and it is extremely critical of police, of ICE agents, of the immigration policy, of the Trump administration.
He zeroes in. Kristi Noem is pissed off, but first, if you haven't heard it, here's the portion of the song that triggered her.
I heard the cops came, cocky ain't they? And ice is gonna come bust down your telephone. Kids are all scared and all alone. The bar stopped bumping, the rock stopped rolling, my middle finger's rising and it won't stop showing. Got some bad news, the fading of a red, white, and blue.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem was talking about this on the Benny podcast with Benny Johnson. And here's what she has to say to Zach Bryan over bad news.
I heard that and listened to a little bit of it and extremely disappointed and disheartened, and actually I hope he understands how completely disrespectful that song is, not just to law enforcement, but to this country, to every single individual that has ever stood up and fought for our freedoms. He just compromised it all by putting out a product such as that. So, Zach, I didn't listen to your music. I'm happy about that today. Today, that makes me very happy that I never once gave you a single penny to enrich your lifestyle if you truly believe what that song stands for. But
she is Richard Nixon, you know, where Nixon
about the
said,
freedoms?
love it or leave it. It's like, yeah, what about the freedom of the small kid that was zip tied and taken out naked from an apartment? So you can be critical of that. And you might even agree with some of what they're doing, but not all of what they're doing. And that doesn't make you un-American. And it's bullshit. I'm sorry, but you can't say somebody's un-American for disagreeing with part of your policy.
One of the freedoms that she said everyone fought for is the freedom of speech, which seems to be getting tossed to the wayside lately. But Zach Bryan, we talked about this, that, look, we just heard one part of this song, and I think I understandably guessed, well, it's not like he's just gonna flip it around and suddenly be on the other side of the aisle. Guess what? Zach Bryan says that's exactly what you're going to hear. He says, this song is about how much I love this country and everyone in it more than anything. When you hear the rest of the song, you will understand the full context that hits on both sides of the aisle. Everyone using this now as a weapon is only proving how devastatingly divided we all are. We need to find our way back.
Yeah.
Now, we haven't heard...
He's against authority. He does not like
He's
authority.
against authority, but what I suspect from what he just said, what the song is actually going to be, is a reflection of both sides, and what he's really singing about when he says bad news, the fading of the red, white, and blue, civil war.
Yeah, and by the way,
we are so divided. You're going to hear both perspectives in the song, but his point is, we got to stop this.
And I want to say that there is plenty of criticism you can have on the other side, too, about cancel culture going overboard. And, you know, there are people who are really upset that the COVID policy was too extreme. And so there is a lot you can look at on both sides. But whichever side you're on, you can't call somebody un-American because they disagree with you on a policy. It's just...
Well, another criticism that would be
it's
also...
wrong.
No, I agree with you. But another criticism would be the policies that allowed this, the border was a sieve. There was no enforcement at the border.
You're right.
So you could also obviously criticize that. Yeah.
100%. That the Biden administration just opened the doors.
Yeah.
And there's good in what is happening now to some extent.
Yeah.
But to me, there's also bad.
I guess my bottom line would be, I would say, go to your politicians, tell them you don't like these laws, change the laws, don't attack the people who are just doing their jobs. They're just cops.
But more to the
who are being
point,
told what
but more
to
to
do
the
by
point
their
about
bosses.
Zach Bryan, what's wrong with singing a song that reflects how everybody feels in the country?
Yeah, he should be.
Right?
No,
There are people
I have no problem with
who,
what Zach Bryan
But
said.
she does. She's saying he's un-American.
Yeah. No, hey, I don't disagree. I disagree with her.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm from Maryland. And honestly, I greatly applaud Zach Bryan because he's a country singer. We all know that majority of his fans are MAGA, but it goes to show that this is not a partisan issue, but rather a belief. And I just find it funny that MAGA is supposedly the party of free speech, but Secretary Noem can't even handle his vague opinions and just calls it dangerous and anti-federal agents when he himself is actually a former veteran. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
So we dropped the poll. Zach Bryan's song is a reflection of the times or disrespectful to America. 88% said a reflection of the times.
Yeah.
And then we have a comment saying artists have always been a voice for social issues and political issues.
They have been, but every time they do it nowadays, they get criticized for doing it. But that is true.
But both sides
music is always
tolerant. I mean, Hollywood is shameful the way it has just annihilated people who aren't taking the party line. And I've just been sickened by watching, you know, actors just being torn apart by, you know, Hollywood, where they don't have the same political views. And I think that started this, honestly. I think it started it. And it's fine to take a stand, but to basically call somebody a piece of shit because you disagree with them, I'm sorry.
Yep, Charles, Harvey, and Babcock, we are living in divisive times, not a Republican-Democrat problem.
It's an all of us problem.
Well, we're living in divisive times is not a political party problem.
It's both parties.
You know, but their point is it's not about the parties. I'm thinking about what this person in the chat said, which the point is that it's not about take away the parties, you'd still have the divisiveness in America.
Right, but the parties are the clubs, and the club, it's all culture war. It's culture war on the right, and it's culture war on the left. When the left was in power, they made it about culture wars. And when the right's in power, they
rather
do the
than
same.
just rushing to always say it's both sides, I'm actually trying to think about what this person said and actually have a conversation with them. Or would you like to just do it your way?
I'm just disagreeing, if you don't mind, that it is about the parties reflect both sides. The parties reflect America. And you've got intolerance on the right and intolerance on the left.
Do the parties only matter in that the way they amplify it is making it worse? Like, if you take away the parties, just people in America feel the way they feel, right? They feel differently. So take away the parties, really only thing that the politicians are doing is amplifying it, and maybe in a way that is not helpful.
But they're reflecting what their base believes. When the left was in charge, but it's not even the base. It's the extremes on both sides. They have the megaphone, and when you look at cancel culture, which was extreme, I love they call it the progressive part of the, it's not the progressives, it's the left. And they don't want to use the word left because they use the word right. And if you're going to use the word right,
well, the right doesn't like that. They would rather be conservatives. So
but
the
they're
same
not.
thing.
But
Okay.
it's the left and the right.
So they're not conservative and they're not progressive.
They're both left and right. They're left and right. By the way, there is a conservative that's in the middle, and there's a Democrat that's in the middle. But there is a left wing of the Democratic Party and a right wing of the Republican
in the
Party.
middle. But if you're a Republican all the way over here, then that's, what do you call that?
I would bet you that at least 80% of the country, some of whom are moderate Democrats and some of whom are moderate Republicans, are rather close together. That they're not divided by that much. Right. And then you've got the extremes, and they're the ones with the megaphone. They're the ones that created cancel
So what
culture.
you're saying
They're
is
the ones
we're
that
not
did this.
actually as divided as Zach Bryan's song might lead you to believe, or as turning on any TV might lead you to believe.
The problem is that those extremes can start a civil war. That you don't need the masses. You can have a civil war with two extremes.
We have an independent in the chat saying, don't say parties reflect America. So I guess they don't really lean one way or the other.
I mean, what they're saying is the parties are reflecting the extremes instead of the masses.
Some stuff is just not as acceptable anymore in this time, no matter how much you try to white coat it or sugarcoat it.
Whitewash.
Whitewash. That's what I've assumed.
I don't want to be the dick
Okay,
who's
one
correct.
more, and then we're going to do F.
And this kind of reflects what Babcock said. You shouldn't make the song about ICE. They're just doing what they're told.
Well, that's true. And it's also true you shouldn't be attacking, law enforcement. But you can voice loudly your disapproval if you think what they're doing is wrong.
Right, of the approach.
I mean, I saw this thing today. It was a priest getting knocked in the head during an ICE protest. But it's like, they've gone overboard. And I really worry about what's going to happen in the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a flashpoint.
I don't think so. I think that's a lot of talk. I don't think it's going to be. I know it's a lot of talk. It's not. It's just. It's also there's no. The reality is there aren't going to be a lot of targets.
I know.
Or not going to be a lot of undocumented people.
It doesn't matter.
You know what it costs to go to a Super Bowl?
It doesn't matter. It's for the cameras. It's for the cameras.
Yeah.
So just to have them walking around.
I don't think Santa Clara.
But nobody's
the
gonna.
stadium's not going to allow them even on the grounds. I don't think.
What the federal?
I don't think they'll.
Yeah, you watch federal law enforcement say, "Oh, okay, we'll go away." They are not going to go away. There's going to be a confrontation. It's going to be Newsom versus Trump, and you're going to have the state.
That's going to be all the rhetoric leading up to it.
And the state national.
none of it's actually going to happen.
And the state National Guard will be there.
And everyone's going to be at the NFL
you'll have
experience
ice
going,
there.
"Ooh, let me catch a
And you think
football."
it's gonna be a standoff?
Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Because one thing that brings us together is football.
Well, yeah, that's what we're seeing with Bad Bunny, right?
But that's not about football. I'm
Yeah.
just talking about actual fandom brings us together.
I don't think that matters.
It's true. Nobody. Do you think in Yankee Stadium last night there
Nobody
weren't
cared.
a whole bunch of people who were Republican and a whole bunch of people who were Democrat?
It's actually
Nobody
the one
brought
thing
it
that-
up.
All high-fiving.
All
Yeah.
high-fiving, hugging each other.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the one thing that actually brings people together.
Well, how come there's so
Mike
many,
and I were texting
there
last
so
Yeah,
many
night.
but
fights?
Charles and I.
How come there's so many fights?
Well,
Mike texted me last
yeah.
night, "I love you, man." It was great.
Opposing fans, but the
Well, yeah,
same
opposing
fans.
fans.
Charles and look,
They beat each other up.
politically, Charles and I couldn't be any more different. Last night, Yankees text. I mean,
A lot of love.
a lot of love. Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong.
No, this
Okay.
is a
But what
stream.
do you think is going to be this big showdown?
Because they're posturing. It's the biggest stage of the year. And
Can you
look at what's
that?
going on right
Take
now.
what?
They're doing this for cameras. They're doing this for
But
cameras.
who's going to be like the federal
The
agents? and
feds are
who?
going to come in and say, we want to check the vendors or something like that. And then the National Guard is going to be there because Newsom has been standing up to Trump. And they're going to say, no, you can't.
I just can't foresee that happening.
I know you can't. Save this tape. I hope I'm wrong.
Go on, Brendan.
Okay.
All right. Let's wander. All right, so we're flipping it this way because Charles is talking regarding something for the news desk, and Kyle needs to talk to Harvey about something regarding the show. So sometimes there is things that Harvey and Charles need to talk about that we keep under wraps. But doesn't mean you're not going to find out later in the show, or potentially staying tuned to the website, you find out what they're exactly talking about. All right. Well, Brendan's not mic'd up. I know usually this is a good time to ask people how they got their start here at TMZ, but everyone is head down working stories right now. So stay tuned. I'm pretty sure we are doing headlines. I can ping Cameron when he's done talking to Charles about it. And as for our daily winner of the last couple of weeks, still keep sending in headlines. Just because you've won, I believe, 3 times now, doesn't mean you can't keep sending them in.
Reagan.
Um,
What's the name of the pilot?
yeah. Jim, ask the stuff how they got there. If I get somebody available, I will ask how they got their start here. I just want to make sure that my mic is not getting picked up by all the chatter. Okay. No, we're not. Everyone's getting asked questions. So this is the newsroom when discussions are needed to be had.
You have to hear it an announcement. Then that's just stand for the either way.
Were they on?
Do you want me to have web edit check?
Yeah.
All right. FS1? Hey, who's working on something that's not super urgent?
I'm gonna do
Can you real quick go to FS1 during the Yankee game yesterday and see if they broadcasted the national anthem? Fox, it should be Fox Sports. The Yankee game was on at 5 o'clock our time. We're checking. Yeah, scrub to the left a little bit, just make sure they didn't show anything. Okay. Okay, so that was the other game. All right, so go back. Yeah, go back to the Yankee game. Because usually they don't broadcast the anthem or. Well, let's just double check. Let's scrub. No, my mic's okay. We're not talking about anything. I won't drop anything. Thank you, though. I don't know if everyone else's mics are still closed, so I don't want to do pure silence. Doesn't look like it. Here, just keep going until the first pitch. Skip through the commercial. Nothing. Oh. Keep going a little bit more, a little bit more. Yeah, I'm gonna guess this is all after. All right, thank you for checking. They did not broadcast either song before the first pitch. They didn't. Oh, seventh inning stretch.
Seventh inning stretch, which I don't think they broadcast that.
Do you want? We'll check. I'm sorry. Can you go to the seventh inning? Yeah. So just keep skimming. 10:57. So 7:57. Thank you, Liam. I can't say it out loud. 7:57. Swing and a miss, and then just skim. Commercial, and let's see what they bring back during the commercial.
Oh, we haven't done F? Let's get F and F and G done, and then we'll do.
Oh, wait, what was E?
E was Christy No.
We did E.
Yeah, keep skimming till
Christy,
they
no.
throw a pitch.
So we have F, Selena Gomez, and viewers. G is the new trailer.
You're good. You're good.
And then back to air traffic.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
This is
All
Selena
good.
here.
Okay.
Selena and viewers here.
Thank you, Chris.
And then
Okay. Francia.
How does she pronounce her last name?
Nobody ever knows.
Francia?
Nobody's
Alexa? How does Francia pronounce her last name?
Let me double
Raisa?
It wasn't broadcast. It was commercial.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Is this a
Sock.
sock?
Yeah.
What?
She's speaking in Spanish. The song starts with her saying that she's happy.
Well, that's un-American.
Got a lot of that.
But where this? She posted this.
No, this was.
That's what I'm looking for.
Fuck got this. She was asked about it. Let me see.
Did you hear this Bad Bunny thing?
Yeah, he was sitting. God bless America. Did everybody else stand?
Yeah.
For God bless America?
Yeah, they usually do. They generally do.
Well, nobody shot this on social media?
I mean, someone sent us the photos. That's.
Hey.
Univision reporter talked to her.
Have you guys
Okay.
talked to social media? Have you talked to
Univision.
Cameron? Cameron, Lazarine, Kay, can you guys see if you can find that Bad Bunny was sitting during the
Seventh inning stretch, God bless America.
At the Yankees
At
game?
the Yankees game, seventh inning stretch during God bless America. But I don't, why do they, we literally have the photos of him.
I know, but do we
know the
that?
time.
I kind of want to hear the song if we can get
you
that.
mean someone shot video of it?
Yeah, I mean, you would think somebody did. It's such a big deal.
Yeah. I mean,
what
I
I-
wanted the person who sent us the photos. I'm like, why the fuck didn't you shoot some video?
Right, and what I don't want to do is do the story and then find out the song was over, they were standing, he was standing for most of it. I mean, does the photo tell the full story? I don't know.
The song definitely wasn't over, but you're right. Could have been standing part of it.
That's right.
But why would you
I don't know.
stand and sit down in the
Just-
middle of it?
I don't want to get surprised because
You stand in the middle of it. You're like, God, this song is so long.
Well, no, I mean,
Sit down.
but maybe it just ended. I don't know. Can you stop? I mean, if this is true, we should fucking be doing this instead of Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
But do we have enough to know? Why don't we do G?
We
Let's
just have
hold on
the-
F. And
We just have the time.
yeah.
Can I go look?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The timestamp is near 11 p.m. Yeah. No, I know, but you saw it.
Right.
Don't do national anthem at 11 p.m.
No, it's not. I'm sorry. You guys don't have the update. Sorry. It's seventh inning stretch during God Bless America.
Oh, okay.
That's not controversial. Because no one has to stand for God bless America.
Look in the photo. Everybody else is, and they do announce. I mean, look, you don't
Do they
have to
ask?
stand, but they do announce. Please rise. Everyone, please rise and take off your hats.
They do that?
Yeah, they do.
Right. You could argue it's offensive to not stand for the anthem.
So they don't. That's not part of the broadcast.
No,
Yeah. I'll go look just in
it's
case.
not.
we
I
need-
remember
yeah.
when they went to the seventh inning
remember
stretch,
commercial?
and they went to commercial. I remember
Steph,
thinking,
can
oh,
you
I
go
know,
to TikTok
because
real quick
in the
for
Yankee
me?
Stadium
See
they
if-
always.
But they always
see a
say, "Please
video
stand."
of Bad
Yes.
Bunny.
Right.
What? I can't hear you.
Anti-American, he's whispering.
Well, it's going to be a bigger thing than.
Now it will be.
Yeah, now
Right.
it'll be a bigger thing.
I can't. Yeah.
Now it's going to.
Or maybe he went out of his way to make a point.
Well,
That
no, he may
Right.
he may have. But I'm saying
Yeah.
it's going to
Right.
ignite a fire.
Yeah. I'd be a lot more upset if it was the anthem. It's hard for me to get all worked up about the God Bless America, but I get it. Everybody
Why?
else is
Oh,
standing.
oh, you don't want God to bless America?
No, I did.
Oh no, I heard.
God,
I heard you
right?
loud and clear, sir. I heard you. Yeah.
What if you're
Bless
what if you're an atheist?
Then we don't want you in this country. Get out of here.
Harvey, not at a baseball game. Even an atheist.
What? Right. And you want to take all the help you can get too, you know?
It's weird. It's
win the
weird
game.
to
You
me.
don't want your team to be cursed.
Can
if you
I
didn't
tell
stand.
you what's weird to
Just in
me?
case.
He's so high profile.
Yeah. That nobody said anything.
It's almost noon, 3 o'clock in the
Yeah.
east, and nobody said a word about this.
I can't even find a tweet.
No, I know, but there are people all around him, and they know the story.
Right.
And when you're doing that, you're going to look at Bad Bunny, and it's like, why did nobody take this? It's just weird to me.
I agree. I can't find a single tweet where
Are you
anyone
guys
references
listening
it.
to us? I mean, are we on?
Yeah, we're on.
Oh. Okay, well, what we're... Oops.
Yeah. I wasn't sure either. No, we're okay. No, we're okay. We didn't say anything.
I mean, they don't have a pitch or anything, but
Right, they're saying that.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
I don't know what they're basing it on.
Signaling the ball.
What's the time on that?
Let me see what this is.
Yeah, this
No
is
one
the
says
this is the video
yeah.
where he
No one thinks
catches
it's fake, right? Yeah.
What time is that published?
Right.
Well, that's not about. Oh, what time did they publish that
Yeah,
story?
it's weird,
This
right? You've got this huge
fall
star.
ball.
But it's like.
They didn't show it. No, it was not on. The
But that's
anthem,
just
was
about him
not on.
catching the foul ball.
Maybe like Game 1 of the World Series they show it, but they did not show it last night. I looked.
It's not like their headline or anything.
Right.
Hey,
They're just saying he was sitting with the foul ball.
Hey, anything? You don't see anything. Okay.
And that's what the rep's just going to say. She's going to be like, oh, well, he got up at
Well, have we called the rep? We should.
This is the new trailer for
Call
All
the
Star.
rep. No, call the rep. Like, call right now.
Extended.
I mean, we have a picture, and if we can confirm it, we should have jumped on that 10 minutes ago. It doesn't matter. You got to try. Don't make an assumption not to do it.
Yep.
Are you writing this?
Huh? We have a
Well,
photo.
you should jump. Should hustle on this.
Hey, Devin, I'm not expecting. Yeah, no, I
Okay, let's get G done because Jim's going to be ready in like now.
Yeah, we'll knock out a quick 1 minute here.
Okay, let's go.
That's on NBC. This was a Fox broadcast, so they didn't want to throw to another network.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I just realized this. I don't think it was done on purpose, but what's the date when Kim Kardashian finds out if she passed the bar?
It's November, sometime in November.
Early November?
Yeah, I believe.
November 3rd is in my head for some reason.
I think November 3rd, and the public finds out like the 6th or 7th.
Well, November 4th is when All's Fair comes out.
Ooh!
They could not have timed that intentionally, right?
If she passes, it's brilliant.
It is brilliant if she passes. And by the way, even if she doesn't,
It
it's still
doesn't work as well, trust me.
publicity. But All's Fair is the Ryan Murphy series where Kim Kardashian is leading an all-female law firm.
Divorce lawyers.
Yes, divorce lawyers. So new trailer just dropped. Now you're finally getting to see a little bit more of Kim's acting in this series.
I tell my clients every day, you never really know a person. It's just a trap.
Guess who's here with me right now? Chase, say bye-bye to your future ex-wife.
Bye-bye.
See you in court, you poor discarded. Let's light her on fire.
This is showtime, lady.
You are the victim here. And every tear you shed is $100K in your pocket.
Do you know what?
I didn't realize Glenn Close was in this.
Do you know
too.
what? Oh yeah, Glenn
Wow.
Close is in it. What this reminds, it's so campy that it's really fun. But they're playing this for camp. I mean, this is so over the top, which is kind of good.
It's like that kind of works.
It actually kind of works. And she's had experience in divorce.
And she's had experience in
they'll be-
divorce. Will she be Kim Kardashian Esquire when it comes out?
We will see. Okay. When Jim is up, let us know. Nothing from the rep?
No, they've never engaged with us. They ignore.
From the state, like
Like
this,
he was
inside.
Who's the rep?
What's the rep's name, Alexa?
Who?
She has like her own firm. Yeah.
What'd you find?
So the tipster said that an
Let me see.
opera singer
Yeah,
was
the
singing
tipster
God
said,
Bless America.
do you want to bring it up? We can't tell what song this is, though.
Yeah, it's God Bless America.
A tipster did say that there was an opera singer singing.
Yeah,
and that
it's God
sounds
Bless America.
Oh, that's God Bless America? Oh.
So he's walking out.
Walks away. How's some highlights of this guy?
Is that God Bless America?
It's the opening verse, I think, that you don't often, they only.
No way! What's the verse?
There's a. They don't usually play.
I don't know that verse.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it sounds like it might be "O Canada."
Then that would be a different.
Yeah.
They do that before. Oh, that's right, because they're playing Toronto.
Right. So yeah, this is not it.
No, we're still. I have everybody looking though.
I wonder what time this was taken.
Okay, well, that's not it. Is Jim up? Are you getting him?
The opening is, while the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful that we are from there, as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. And then,
God bless America.
Huh,
I didn't know.
What's that?
You should narrate a book.
They very rarely do that. Is it used? But in Yankee Stadium during the playoffs, they always do
Yeah,
the
that's
full
definitely
version.
the Canadian.
I don't know if it's a superstition at this point.
It's just so odd that there's no video.
Or other people posting photos of it.
What?
Or other people posting photos.
I know.
The only thing that's not odd about that is that during that, people who are paying respect to them, you're typically not filmed, but.
But if you saw Bad,
you
to this
have
point,
the
is if
raw
you saw
fo-
Bad
did you say it
Bunny
was alive?
sitting, you would.
Is there
And
audio
it's like
on?
you're talking about someone just happening to catch
Can
it.
you
We're saying that like you're in the middle of it
download
and
the
you're
live
doing it, and all of a sudden you're
or-
like,
yeah.
you catch out of your eye like Bad Bunny sitting, like someone would record it.
You would look to
Just
see if he
text it
stands
to me.
because
Here.
of all the controversy.
I don't think the normal person.
You put my mic down?
They're gonna look.
The normal playoff baseball fan.
Yeah, I don't think they care about Bad Bunny. In like a tight game where they meet to win.
It's a seventh inning stretch. It's not the game. I'm saying that
I'm
they're
saying,
all
do
standing.
you not think at all that you're in a very particular bubble that in the general, there's what, like 60,000 fans there?
It was a live photo.
I don't know the percentage, but
hold on.
It's just like. So hang on, I gotta go to my desk and
see. That's what I told you from the beginning.
with the photo.
Yeah, no, that good.
No, I'm fine.
I'm just saying I think it's a way lesser
You want,
percentage
like,
of people that
half
are
a second
thinking
longer.
about that when they're at the Yankee game than you would think. You think like that in your mind, that's all you're thinking about. All these fans
They
there,
see a big
there's
star.
a tiny percentage of fans are like, wait, I wonder if he stands during the
I mean,
national anthem.
they're used to seeing the stars in the stadium, but to your point, that particular one, knowing what the controversy's been about him getting the Super Bowl and
called un-American.
Right.
I
He even
mean,
addressed it when he was on
what I said to you
SNL.
earlier, I don't necessarily, even if he was sitting, I don't really necessarily think he's making a political statement. I think he's
might not
just
have been.
like,
He might not have been.
it's the optics of it, though, obviously. I'm not saying it's not a story, but I'm saying
When everybody around you stands,
when you're
conscious of something.
Yes.
yeah, that's a valid point. That's fine. But see, what is the live photo show?
Well, that's what he's looking for.
You can hear, but it's like it's half a second too short. They don't. They don't. Nope. Although, I'll bet you, if the game were on network, they would have stayed on it. But it was on
Playing
cable.
devil's advocate too is that like you don't know if he was just sitting down, if he then stood up.
Right, that's what we were
You know
saying.
what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't know what part of the song it was, yeah.
Why don't we? Oh, we did G. Yeah, we did G.
Correct, yeah. So it's just this and then whatever we land on for anthem.
We may just have to do Selena.
What do you think?
I mean, it's clearly somebody singing.
Well, you can't make out. Right, it's just not long enough.
The timestamp lines up with the middle of the seventh
Well,
inning.
hold on. What's interesting is, hold on. What's the timestamp of him walking out? Because
different. We already know that walking out was.
That's the social media thing.
no. You're missing my point. That was at last night's game, right?
Yeah, 18 hours
Okay.
ago.
So if he's playing, if he's singing the Canadian national anthem, do they sing the American first?
Again, we're not on national anthem.
We don't have the timestamp on that.
Oh, you don't have.
But the anthems are played before the game, so.
But
the
we're in
national
America
anthem,
and the
Canadian
crowd is
national
singing
anthem
along.
are played before the game.
So that may have been before.
God Bless America,
I see what
seventh
you're
inning.
saying. I see
So
what
that
you're
has nothing to do with it.
God Bless America and taking out the long end.
But in the live video, everyone's singing along. Like, that's an American anthem, if everyone's singing.
Okay,
Right?
hold on one second.
It's quick, but
Stand beside her, beside her, and guide her. That sounds like beside her. Listen again. Beside her.
I am dying to make that sound.
Yeah. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
It's all that time spent in Derek's office.
Can someone tell me who or what?
No, beside her.
just hold it. Keep holding it.
Guide her.
Yes, I hear it. Yeah.
Guide her.
They're going down.
Yeah. Derek. I think this is
You
it.
can hear them go down.
I hear guide her. Come here.
I'm verifying with the text.
Yeah, we're doing Name That Tune, but...
What are you hearing here? Listen carefully. Listen carefully. What happened?
You have to flip it back to. Here, let me.
No, I'm not. Hold on. Listen carefully.
One more time. I don't hear. I hear crowd noise. Do you hear a song in that?
The crowd.
Oh, let me hear the. So go play it again.
No one manning the tower.
God bless America.
What are the words they're singing here?
I can't hear it.
I can totally hear it.
Tell me.
It's guide her.
Oh, and guide her to. Let me hear it again.
Yes.
Okay.
This airs in 20 minutes.
Yes, you're 100% right.
If you
Now, I
hear it
didn't need to
over
be
and over
primed,
again,
but it does
you
hurt.
have to
Clear. We'll deal with that after we got to do this
Okay.
interview.
Hey Jim, it's Harvey and Charles.
Yeah,
How you doing, man?
I'm good. You're having way too much fun there. Way too much fun.
Oh, we're trying
Trying to break down.
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
We have like half a second of sound. We're trying to figure out
Thank
what
you,
that song
I
was.
want to know, hey, did you guys hire any the old KTTV photogs?
No.
Not at present.
Oh, hey, you worked for two, right? Was it 2 or 4? No, you worked for 4.
No, I was. I worked.
Well, you worked for 11 too.
Yeah, I worked at NBC and Fox.
Got it. Okay, I can do this because you go way back. Okay. Okay. So with the government shutdown, one of the tension points is airports. And there was an alarming incident at one airport, at Hollywood Burbank Airport, where nobody was in the control tower. And it had to do with people calling out sick, and the
This
fact
has been
that
happening it happened at O'Hare, it's happened at Newark, it's happened in Nashville. It's becoming a growing problem across the country.
now they are still able to track planes in the air, but Charles and I were talking before that what about on the ground? I mean, we saw
When
two
there's
Delta.
no one in the tower.
We saw 2 Delta planes collide not too long ago, days ago, on the ground.
That was in LaGuardia when there was someone in the tower.
That's right.
So what happens?
And we've seen other incursions as well.
Right.
So, how safe is it on the ground with an airplane? Jim Holcomb is an old and dear friend of mine when I was doing local news and after.
And more importantly, a veteran pilot.
A pilot for the NBC affiliate in Los Angeles, the Fox affiliate in Los Angeles. He flew helicopters all over this area and would take off and land at Hollywood Burbank Airport. So Jim is joining us right now. Jim, welcome back to TMZ Live.
Hey, good to be back, Harv.
So, you concerned about the fact that sometimes ain't no one in the tower?
Major concern. I mean, the very bad safety hazard. In the absence of somebody in the control tower at an airport that size, you've got way too many commercial Part 121 aircraft. Those are scheduled aircrafts that are coming in. You got civilian aircraft. There is a workaround for it, but it requires that everybody's on the same page and everybody knows what they're going to do. But you were talking about ground traffic. When you don't have a control tower, you use a common frequency, a common traffic frequency. In this case, it would be whatever Burbank's frequency is, and pilots would broadcast into the blind. Aircraft ABC is at the fuel pits, taxiing to the active runway 25 for takeoff, and that's how they would do it. The actual call would be something like this. Burbank helicopter 525 is at the fuel pits, taxiing to hold short of runway 25 for a 25 departure, Burbank. You say the name of the airport at the beginning and the name of the airport at the ending. The idea is that inbound aircraft hear you, they know what you're doing. People that are on that same frequency, they hear you, they know what you're doing, and then you have the responsibility now to see and avoid and check, make sure that you can take off and get that departure, that either straight out departure in most cases. For Burbank, just a straight out departure and then contact SoCal approach once you get in the air.
So,
but
Jim, I hear you saying what the workaround is, just to be clear. So now pilots, instead of just listening to an air traffic controller in the tower telling them where to go, who's also telling other people, now all pilots have to listen to all the other pilots, and you've all got to be on trust that you're all hearing it.
That's right. That's right. And
wow.
An airport that size with that much traffic, it is very dangerous, especially if you have like novice pilots and non-commercial pilots coming in and out of there. I would be a circus. I would stay totally away from Burbank unless I had to land there.
Well, what about O'Hare, where you've got scores of airplanes that are moving? That's an enormous airport. And if it happens there, even if they're all commercial pilots, that doesn't feel real safe.
Well, no, and you've also got a lot of major airports in that vicinity too. You've got, I think, 3 major airports. You got Kennedy, LaGuardia, O'Hare. Am I correct on that?
No, Kennedy, LaGuardia in New York, O'Hare in
you got Midway and
O'Hare and Midway in Chicago.
All right, so you've got major airports that are also taking off now. If they're taking off with control tower, guidance, they're going to have certain airways that they're using. They're on an instrument flight plan, and here you are taking off. Hopefully, if you're a commercial airline, you're going to file an instrument flight plan, then activate it as soon as you get in the air, because you don't have anyone to talk to on the ground unless you can activate it on the ground. It's going to require a lot of orchestration, really.
So it requires a lot of pilots now. If you're someone who has a flight coming up, would you be concerned, should you be concerned about safety, really, if you're flying into one of these airports where they have air traffic controllers calling out and they don't have enough people?
If I knew in advance that they were having problems at an airport, there is no way that I would take off or land at that airport, because quite frankly, most pilots are, so much into automation. They have autopilots. A lot of these guys have difficulty actually doing a manual landing. Now, I'm not, besmirching them or anything like that. It's just the way the system works, and I would not go.
Jim, the other thing I was just thinking about is when I was a reporter at CBS here, I remember an incident where there was a SkyWest aircraft that was on the runway ready to take off, and a Southwest plane was coming in, and it pancaked the SkyWest, and everybody died on SkyWest. And, if you don't have somebody eyeballing it from the tower, it just feels like it magnifies the problem.
Well, totally. And again, you're going to be total VFR when you're coming in. You're going to have to watch and make sure who's in your downwind, which is parallel to the runway. Turning a base turn for final. You're going to have to sequence yourself with the other pilots. You're all going to have to work together. That's what the control tower does. Is they sequence airplanes coming in, and you're going to have to do that yourself. And as a commercial pilot, that's way like you haven't done that in a long time. So I mean, it's very, very dangerous.
Oh wow. Well, thankfully we have not gotten to that point with no one in the tower yet in major airports. But you know, the longer this government shutdown goes down,
well,
it's going to get hairy.
Over here where I fly, anytime I talk to an air traffic controller, I always thank him for his service when he's done, because I really appreciate their effort and their service.
And they're doing it now for no pay. So
no.
Okay, Jim, thank you so much.
Okay.
Ugh,
Yeah, me too.
nervous.
Me too. Okay.
We're done. We have enough to shuffle other segments around to fill in the hole in F now. That went a little longer expected. G block went long, so instead of cutting a ton of time out of that, I'm making Adam Levine just the standalone F, and then.
Well, wait a minute, but do we want to do this? I mean, this is kind of a big deal.
I mean, yeah, it would be F.
For F. Yeah, it's not about filling the time right now.
Yeah, sorry.
It's about, this is a good story.
Yeah.
So, who's writing this? Okay, Raphael, where are you on this? Did you see the video where they say, and guide her? Did they talk to you about this? No. Okay, you
Here,
guys,
I'm
you gotta
here.
have communication.
I'm here.
Where we're all talking. Okay, there is a video.
So Bad Bunny.
No, it's fine.
And then.
Listen to and guide her here. Listen again. Guide her. You hear that? Well, no, it's stand beside her and guide her. And you can hear the voice go down. So if you listen again, guide her. You hear guide her.
Yeah.
So you could say that in addition to the picture, and you see him there, right?
Yeah, he's wearing the green hat, right? Yeah. He has the green hat. We don't see his face in the video.
So we need to cut this.
That's what I'm working on right now.
Okay, so we're cutting this, but you need to really focus on this. That what do you call it when you? It's a live photo.
Okay.
So in the live photo, you hear
allowed to use
what
this?
the crowd appearing to sing "Guide Her," which is
What about the one that
toward
we
the
have?
end of the song. Stand
Are we
beside
allowed,
her
since
and
it's a
guide
handout,
her.
Can we watermark? Okay.
In the live photo,
I have not dropped it into live.
you hear the crowd appearing to sing "Guide Her," as in the verse.
Sorry.
Stand
Can you put my mic
beside
down?
her and guide her,
Jim's
which
mic
is
down.
part of God Bless America. Okay, so rework this and make that prominent. Okay?
Right, but we don't need to write. I'm just saying, in the writing of the post, why do you need to get hung up on which microsecond of lyric you're hearing?
Because I think you want to make it clear this is God Bless America. And just looking at a photo, we're just relying on what somebody says. Here, you can actually hear the words guide her, which is part of the song, which does align with it's part of God Bless America where he's sitting. I think it's highly relevant because otherwise you're just relying on a picture. What's the picture of? What are they singing?
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're singing.
I mean, we say all the time, though, witnesses.
I know, but if you can get actual, if you can hear something, you put the best.
So did they loop it?
I
How
don't-
are you?
Jim's cutting it right now.
So you're using that as
once and put an arrow so everybody sees that it's Bad Bunny, and then I play it 2 more times.
Good.
using that as an asset. So
Right.
Explaining the asset.
We're explaining.
Got it.
We're,
To
well, we're
explain the
explaining
asset.
the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Yeah. Okay.
Just yell at me when you guys are done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you actually have that video that we can play, Jim? Okay. Daniela, do you have that?
Or is it too separate? Is it really
Mike Johnson.
said that
Oh, going after.
do it because
Yes, we should add it.
so add this part to it?
Yes.
Oh God, yeah. So just so you guys know, it sounds like this is true that he was
We
sitting.
still don't know if he was sitting through the whole thing. There are people who are
He could have
saying he
stood for
was.
part of it, but stand beside her and guide her from the lights to the lights.
It's a very long song.
Well, no, but I'm wondering, is that part repeated? Is it at the end? I don't remember.
I had the lyrics right here because we were just talking about it.
Stand beside her and guide her. Is that mentioned just once, twice?
Stand beside her, guide her, God bless America. It's right at the very beginning.
Stand
God bless
beside
her.
her and guide her. Yeah, that's right. Could be right at the beginning. Is it at the end?
From the mountains to the parts of the oceans. No, it's just the one time.
Okay, so
At the
Raphael, so the words guide her are toward the beginning of the song, so you know.
Now,
but I think
again, it depends on whether or not they use that opening verse, which sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
But the song itself is toward the beginning, because the opening verse is really a talk, isn't it?
No, I spoke it because I wasn't going to get all operatic on you. Sorry, let me. Here we go.
Okay,
Well,
okay. I'll just take your point.
Thank you.
Yeah, now I really hear it in my ear. In the IFB, it's really clear. Play it from the PC, and then you can always cut it. Okay, let's go. Yeah, you can do that. Well, no, we'll say, no, listen to it again, and we'll play it again. We may or may not, you do viewers here.
Yeah, we want like 2.5.
2.5 total?
Bad Bunny sits during God Bless America. Sits during God Bless America. What?
What's that? Oh. Can't stand.
Can't stand feels like it's something I can't stand this. I don't think we want to say that. Don't publish it yet. We want to look at it. Here we go.
2.5. Just this.
And we did Bad Bunny and B Block. Okay.
No.
So earlier we were talking about Bad Bunny and the backlash against him being selected. Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, saying that he was not the right pick for the Super Bowl halftime because not a good role model. Well, I think the Speaker of the House will be interested in seeing what happened at Yankee Stadium last night. Bad Bunny was sitting there behind home plate. They actually showed him at one point during the game because a foul ball came in his section. But we just got an image of Bad Bunny later in the game during the 7th inning stretch when at Yankee Stadium and a lot of stadiums, they traditionally play God Bless America. They ask everyone to stand and remove their hats, just like the national anthem. And what you see in this image here is Bad Bunny and his friends sitting during God Bless America.
So this is a live photo. So you can actually hear a second of what was actually happening during the moment he was sitting here. So we're going to play it for you, and it's very quick, but to our ear, and we've listened to this multiple times, you seem to hear the crowd singing guide her, as in stand beside her and guide her, and you'll hear the voices go down. So we'll play it a couple of times. Here it is.
Yeah,
so
guide her.
Guide her. So that's toward the beginning of the song, depending on whether they use the preamble.
The opening, yeah. But Bad Bunny is sitting there in a green baseball cap with his friends. Now, is it a big deal? There are going to be people who certainly will make a big deal of the fact that he was not standing during God Bless America. We don't know, haven't seen any images of him during the national anthem. But I will say, having been at a lot of baseball games at Yankee Stadium, not necessarily everyone stands for God Bless America, but I will also say, you notice when people don't.
Yeah.
It just kind of, because most people do, and some people sit for different reasons.
Now-
Can't say what Bad Bunnies were for sitting.
And again, because he doesn't stand, I mean, look, we've seen athletes protest in various ways, and people have a right to if that's what he's doing.
Right.
I mean, we can't jump in his head and say,
He
here's
was doing
why.
it as protest.
That's
Amanda's
right.
has been doing it because he was sitting and didn't know that this was a thing you traditionally stand for.
But it's such a politically charged thing right now.
Right.
That, we've already heard, Mike Johnson and others, go after him just because
this is going to add fuel to that fire.
Anya from Kansas City. I'm shocked by this. I think it's a huge deal. Sports is the one thing that brings all Americans together, including Americans that believe in diversity, equality, and inclusion. So when you sit down during a song like God Bless America at a Yankees game, it kind of feels like a slap in the face to all Americans, not just Republicans.
Well, we will see, but there's going to be fallout.
Yes.
Okay, guys, we got to scoot. We got to work on the story. So,
just is the bumper?
Thanks for
it doesn't have the
sticking with
sports
us
bumper.
here. See you tomorrow. Hey.